we're gonna get into the match. I believe I saw Ino and May on the screen. I wondered how it's really gonna, you know, matter further on down the line about May and about Ino. You know, seeming kind of normal regarding towards a patch, but May, I actually didn't get to see too much about her.
I have heard, I could pull it up right now, but I have heard May mains are so bad when concerned to the patch. I see a lot of the tier lists of like good or bad. She's literally up top every time.
I was about to say, back? Did they ever leave?
I guess they're even more back now. I mean, yeah, they never left. Oh wow, they just got reduced knockback on like all their S's.
Okay, reduced knockback, trying to push me out of that heavy anchor range, same way my man
Try to do a cross up, but there goes Kurenai being able to start up a combo. We got that corner, we're able to get the wall break too. Never get out of the corner.
That MLA for the finish, gonna get some positive bonus, but trying to keep her at bay. Oh, okay, pressing buttons, gotta keep them honest, make sure that they don't just throw out MLA anywhere.
So while the assault coming in too, looks like we're just trying to press some normals to get out of that bad spot, trying to dive guitar your way in. Kurenai doing such a good job of keeping themselves alive against anything Angie wants to throw out.
I hope these two characters right here are gonna enjoy their wild assault privileges on block, because that gets taken away next patch immediately.
Oh, we had too much fun with Wild Assault these past few patches, so let's just take that away from everybody. That shiny new toy is gone.
So far, Kurenai trying to make sure we keep the pedal to the metal, but Angy has the defense on him. Blocks the dive kick again. Oh my god, playing the hammer game and wants to avoid that counter hit entirely. And Kurenai with the combo, bringing you up to bring you back down and finishing off with a super.
Already putting for the hard knockdown, trying to fly in to see what they can do. Getting BRC, but that's fine. Kurenai's gonna find another way in if they're able to keep their defense up. But Angy's playing very safe right now, not trying to overextend, and being able to get a nice anti-air to get a wall break after this super.
Yamada-san finish this woman off. We're kind of get all the positive bonus, but with 100 meter on Kurenai's side, catching the backdash, finishing the MLA, but you know what? Simple grab. Oh, we didn't even use the meter for it? Okay, alright. Stroke, completion, crisis averted.
We were fine there. It got a little bit close at the end for Kurenai, but they were able to just kind of, you know, back up a little bit, bait out against Angy, and then just go in to get a hit.
Alright, getting back to the station here as we're trying to get further on in the night. Right back at it. Kurenai up one. So far, it looks like they were just feeling each other out. Didn't look like too much aggression or at least dominance on either side, but we go ahead and go to the switch out. We got the Bridget.
Ooh, okay. Like the Bridget choice coming out here, they might be trying to play a little bit more spacey against Kurenai. They know how Kurenai is able to rush in against them, so might be a very good choice. It's already going into good effect. Anti-air, try to get a combo, but still gets bursted out.
I do believe as Bridget, you can move around just a little bit better, and not only that, having a little bit better mix with that yo-yo can go up and over and yonder. And so far, my man is opening up the can he needs to put him on the board.
Nice start for Angy, really showing that the Bridget switch was the right choice and already just assaulting their way in with the yo-yos and really just not letting Kurenai get up, constantly having the yo-yo set up and being able to use them to their full effect.
So far, Bridget, Angy, untouched. No answer from Kurenai, trying to find his way in, but getting met to nothing. Nothing but a teddy bear to go ahead and try to soften the blow. I thought that was going to be a mix-up right there, but this is where it starts. This is where Ino comes to play. Going with no super, wants to at least make sure we have a bit of meter in the back, and I understand, but not being able to reach high enough to touch Bridget. We're trying to reach towards the sky.
Absolutely but it looks like, you know, Angy was just able to keep themselves in the air for so long. Your burst gets baited by the RRC. That's not going to be what you need here. It's down to one tap for either of these players. Already going in with the Roger, and the gold burst comes out too?
Okay, gonna sit back, build a little bit of meter. It's okay, we play the neutral game, like stroke right under the JS, right under your little bitty nose, and now we got an even round.
Felt like Angy was playing so dominantly in those first 2 rounds, but Kurenai is starting to make a little bit of a game happen, starting to understand how the bridge is being played. They're trying to run in, but we see a lot more anti-airs coming out from Angy to stop Kurenai in their tracks. Again, playing safe when they know they don't got advantage.
But there you go, gets caught, Yo-Yo all the way in. Yo-Yo jump. Oh, okay, the check, and Kurenai has been really good with picking their options against Angy's pressure. And look at that. Super, no, a little bit too high, keeps the meter for the transition, but now we got positive bonus.
Be very good for Kurenai.
What did that hit?
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Ooh, nice RRC after that neutral skip, and that's gonna be another game.
That was actually it was looking really nice for Angy in the beginning on this switch, but Kurenai able to pull it together midway through the game. Now, honestly, I don't know if Angy's gonna choose a switch again. Did actually very well when it came to the Bridget, so if I could suggest anything, I say we hold, take a breather, console ourselves, and then go right back into it with the Bridget.
Absolutely. Either way, though, we still will be okay. Just got to make sure we're calm, cool, and collected when trying to go out.
Ooh, and it looks like maybe they have picked the Bridget again, just waiting for that full acceptance on their side as we wait for the next game to come in here. Kurenai just probably looking like, all right, it was looking a little bit dicey. When you're getting touched by a mix-up character, sometimes you really just have to, you know, come back. It's not that you're really, you know, losing. It's just that, you know, you're getting mixed up. That's all it is. Oh, but we wanted the color change. You know what? I understand. Little bit of motivation to your character.
Like right now, seeing a lot of mix coming out off the start from Angy, trying to get back in, trying to pick up that combo, but already Kurenai going to be able to make their way back in, getting another throw on Angy, but the DP could be able to save some life here.
Really tough when, you know, can not only go high-low, but then take the time to actually throw you, adding a little bit to the mental stack and chasing you down. I don't think this safety bear is going to help you against this combo. And the dive just for the finish, Kurenai on set point.
This could be really good for Kurenai being able to keep up so well against Angy, already chasing them down into the corner, but Angy's trying to yo-yo any way they can to make their way out, already back in middle, and we might be going from the east to the west side, especially as Kurenai still can't find their answer, but they do, maybe not.
I was gonna say take you on a full ride, full all paid expenses, but so far Kurenai getting out of a sticky situation, back to neutral, trying to find the first hit, and so far it's just nickel and diming to try to get this HP down. MLA super, jump up super, hard knockdown, gonna have to guess here. Oh, okay, sticking with the neutral, 6P, no hard knockdown on the stroke, and Bridget using their burst, but the super on the close S, and that's gonna close it out. Kurenai with the 3-0, first set of the night.
Oh my goodness, so beautiful coming out there for the 3-0. Kurenai making a really strong start.
That character I kind of did want to get nerfed was actually Millia.
Really?
Yes, and this just could be the Nago in me, but Millia just bothers me to the highest degree. Mainly because of that love shaker. Going straight from the Mirage into the block string. It's like there's no guarantee, and you're kind of on a guessing game even on pressure, at least for me.
That makes sense why you'd be so upset with that. Like, I don't... Of course, Chip doesn't get much against Millia, of course, of how much she can move, her air Oki, and of course a lot of these supers. But it's not as bad. There's other characters that I wanted to get the chopping block way more. But speaking of, the other character in this match, Goldlewis.
That's true though, swinging the hammer. I didn't, again, for this character, I actually did not get to see many of the changes. Maybe we'll find out a little bit later going into the match, but Blue Wildest out, He-Ho is looking real scary right now. The movement clean, in and out, smooth criminal, but now what in and out comes right down, hard knockdown, and you already have 50% of your HP gone.
Goodness. And there we go, another Behemoth Typhoon, another one more, just close out that round. For Goldlewis, off the top of my head, I know that JD is going to be a lot harder to hit, and it's going to be a lot harder to just jump in with JD and start a combo. So very good that JD's kind of dead like that.
Okay, that is very potent too. Just like you see right there from Lasagna Slayer, JD is a really nice button, especially with the low jump coming out from Goldlewis, but ooh, nice whiff punish from He-Ho. Left, right, broke your neck on the way in, couldn't look to cross the street. Set up this overhead, and I don't know what side it could have been on, but all I know is that He-Ho knows.
He-Ho knows it. He-Ho's just rushing it down, but you gotta watch out for the giant laser from the sky, because now you're a one-tap on any of these Behemoth Typhoons hitting. Oh, actually, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's fine, though. Let's just ignore that, as we're going to be moving on back to the neutral space, get our hit in.
You know what? The hairspray, luckily we did our locks and our lands today, because that actually far-reaching as being able to close it out, getting a little bit tight. I was scared for He-Ho in the corner, especially with that risk building with all the Behemoth Typhoons. You know, it just takes one. Just one, especially on Millia, before that's a dead character.
Absolutely. I mean, the way that Behemoth Typhoon also is just able to hit like a truck, and you got somebody who, you know, doesn't have a lot of HP, and their main game plan is just flying around the screen, being able to keep uptime with Rose, and just trying to stay alive. Yeah, I would definitely be scared of Behemoth Typhoon just continuing to wreck your stuff.
Now, I don't know if you saw this, but going into the names, I saw that He-Ho's name said actually Pasta Killer, and then this guy's Lasagna Slayer. What's going on right now?
The discount Lasagna Slayer coming out here. Now it's Jimmy Cookie. I don't know why it's Jimmy Cookie now.
I guess both of these guys are just hungry, but right now we're trying to get hungry for that burst. Almost thought it was gonna get baited. Gonna put you towards the corner. No, hard knockdown. A lot of your HP gone. Still a dead Millia, same way.
Still a dead Millia indeed. Lasagna Slayer really trying to make a run back in this set against He-Ho, but the overhead coming through to start off He-Ho's pressure. Still stuck in the corner. Got the foot on lock, and the hair disc still coming through.
What? That still hit in the front, and you're able to do this? And the wall slump just to add on to the mix. Another this. What's going on? Your Blue Wild Assault left, right, please. Okay, we got blocks though. But you tried to take your own turn back, and Millia just doesn't think you're gonna allow yourself to do that.
Absolutely not. Already trying to poke again. Gotta watch out for those Behemoth Typhoons. Second one gonna be able to hit. This is going to be a whole lot of damage already in the yellow, as the Behemoth Typhoons are just not stopping. He-Ho, one tap, gone.
And it's so unfortunate. He-Ho, it practically looks like so much work, so many inputs, making your opponent break their neck left and right to try to see the mix coming, when you're getting completely out damaged and out chipped by Goldlewis. It's so hard to catch up.
Absolutely. I mean, you saw in that last round there, He-Ho was able to get so much of the game off of round start and had to work a lot. You know, you saw a lot of those left-right mixes going around like crazy, breaking Lasagna's neck. But once one Behemoth Typhoon really landed, that was it. That's all Lasagna Slayer needed. So it's pretty much, we just got to keep running. But that chip damage, you saw it earlier. That's still so much.
And already look at that, just taking so many points off of Millia's life. Now, oh my gosh, we're trying to slow down the game just a little bit. We know we're getting caught by certain behemoth typhoons, so Hiho wants to slow down the game plan, but for Lasagna Slayer, it's the same old song, and we keep going until you're gone.
Already, you know, just trying to play it safe, going for some just baits right now, trying to see if the JH will be able to land on Lasagna Slayer, but you're getting thrown into the corner. This could be very rough for Hiho, especially as the Behemoth Typhoons are starting to find their way through the defense and through the chip.
And enough to build some meter, close Kara on the Behemoth Typhoon, getting tapped every now and again. We want to escape the corner finally, but to what avail do we get? We've thrown on the approach back into the corner again, and now we gotta do it all over again. Chip damage, use all your meter. We're just swinging for the fences. Wild Assault, white Wild Assault, RC, cancel, throw. Oh my goodness. And you know what? That's another thing that's actually gonna get changed universally. Wild Assault, you can no longer RC on block.
Oh, okay. That is going to be a big change to the Wild Assault and kind of how you go through with the pressure and, of course, trying to counteract, you know, if it is going to be on block. It's going to be very good, especially, you know, being able to make a comeback against people just trying to go in with Wild Assault. Maybe they already had a very good combo started, trying to go into that right after. So that's going to be very good for this upcoming patch. Still looking forward to it.
I am too. I'm just not sure how to feel about all the patch notes entirely. Some people, you know, most people I've seen it says it's positive, but you know, until that game really comes out, nobody's gonna be fully happy or upset.
That's true. You know, we have a lot of good stuff here, but we still gotta wait for the game to actually be in our hands.
I was gonna say Nike 6P and even closer Artemis on the front, staying in the front. We weren't going behind you at all, but look at all these jumps. You want to press a button, but you're never too short, especially with the Mirage, with the hair cart, hair ball, everything. Whipped grab, danger. Oh, and we got the RC, get put into the corner. More like this is your life. Wall splat in Lasagna Slayer on set point again.
It just came back so fast, and again, it's because one Behemoth Typhoon is all that you need. That's why we got to keep this pressure going after the JH, trying to find any opening they can. Hiho can't really get hit right now. It's fine if it's just a normal, but just has to watch out for that Behemoth Typhoon.
Well-spaced 2S, still trying to play at 1,000,000 miles a minute, but so far, we know we just need to not get touched. Trying to play the spacing game, 2K Behemoth, caught your toes. I'm sorry, you're gonna go to the corner. Oh, never mind. He said you can have the corner. I'm gonna take it for myself for this cross-up and get a clean 3-1 lead on Hiho. Lasagna Slayer on the gold.
These jobs of Lasagna Slayer there being able to get a
concentration to get back in. But I digress. We go back to the same matchup as before. Echoes on Senor Bean.
Senor Bean right now actually 1-1 in the ladder, so they can get a little bit of a leg up if they're able to get a win here. Meanwhile, Echoes not see them yet on the board, but hey, this is their first game, you know, half an hour in, they're starting to get those games in. They can get to 7.
All right, we see a little bit of a difference coming from Hiho to Echoes. Echoes look like we're more about catching those simpler mix-ups. We're not trying to, you know, break the speed of sound, making our opponent look left, right. We're trying to go for the straightforward stuff until we can see our opponent's tactics. And already closing it out with the hair cart. Echoes first blood.
Nice start for Echoes there. Gotta watch out as Senor Bean does have access to burst still. Gotta watch out for this. Hair Disc Oki gonna come in full effect, and we're chasing all the way to the wall. Good place to finally use that drone after the burst, but we're stuck on the wall yet again.
Oh, but the 2P check being able to get a counter hit out of there. And now we're back to the mid stage. Oh, okay. Catching you before you can pull out the drone. We don't want any AI here. It's just you and me. Let me talk to you.
Not going to use any of that generative stuff here because you're going to get taken down, and Echo's going to take you out, score that first game. Really felt like the mix coming out from Echoes and the speed, the air carry really messed up Senor Bean, and they weren't really able to get a Behemoth Typhoon or something else started up. My brain just stopped there for some reason.
It's okay. You want the move gone entirely, so you're trying to erase it from your memory. We all understand. We give you the benefit of the doubt. But so far, Senor Bean gotta go ahead and try to pick it up while Echoes has the +1, trying to get a little bit of space ready. But you know what? Echoes is already in your grill. You're gonna hear what you gotta say, and better believe it's about to be fire. It's about to be oppressive.
You see that right there, that freeze frame on the burst. You already know that was getting baited, and we're just taking that and running away with it. Look at that damage fly, and now, you know, wall break, we're 1 hit, 2 hits away. One.
More like just 1 hit away with the far S closing it out. So far, Echoes, like I said, he's picking and choosing where he's trying to do that mix. I'm about to say disc on the other side, cross up, tail as old as time. Oh, stayed in the front. I definitely was pressing a button there thinking on cross up.
And we got the hair disc again in the corner, getting to the super, getting to the ultimate knockdown to make sure that we are able to get some crazy Oki after. Not able to find a hit though, actually going to get bursted out as we see the drone running in, AI coming into full effect, saying this is the future now, but never mind.
The future is not now, old man. It's only me and hair products getting on your tail, and the bad moon instant hit overhead to go ahead and finish 2-0 lead on Echoes. So far, my man Senor Bean, I'm sorry, I have to say it like that. Senor Bean cannot get a button out. He is getting oppressed. Can we give my man a crumb of a button, please? Just a crumb.
The mix-up is too much. It's back and forth. It's really messing with Senor Bean's brain. And Echoes absolutely knows it. We see how much they're in Senor Bean's head with the burst bait, with the RRC, or with the absolute mix that they're able to put in the Oki too, as it's already starting.
And because you used that white wild assault early, you won't be able to escape this quarter, which means Echo gonna take full advantage. Low disc doesn't go for the super. I understand. More meter, more mixed.
Was able to save them there too with that PRC, able to get the game back in their favor, as now they're going to be spending on the super too. Maybe they thought it was going to wall break, but at least we secured the wall and get that kill to secure the round for our set point. Down, trying to jump in with the JD, not going to be able to, as they're going to be able to continue to hit out.
All right, that single hit, cross up. I think this might only hit a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. No harm, no foul, but you're still getting put into the blender.
Still trying to hit out, just getting a bunch of chip. Nice backdash against Echoes, but here comes the air disc. What's your answer going to be?
Your answer's gonna be, I tried to guess correctly, but so far, I'm gonna have to call the hospital and tell them I got whiplash on this cross-up. Echoes taking it away 3-0.
Future is Temmie 29, and
Oh,
concerning the patch, I don't know why, but they decided, yeah, let's kill Faust. I don't know what Faust did, but they killed him. I still remember seeing this tweet from one of my locals talking about Lurry. And apparently the Scarecrow PRC is dead. Damn.
No. Honestly, because I remember when the mix-up for, you know, the Scarecrow was, like, actually gone. And then my man, Apology Man, was so sad about it. I was so happy when they brought it back.
Oh, wait, I was wrong. I misremembered. It was the super PRC. What I mean by that is you just saw the super there. Lurry would mainly PRC right out of that for bait, usually into the command grab or something else.
You know what? Since it's a universal change, I'm not going to be too mad about it. But if he really lost, like, some of his good stuff, like, you know, Scarecrow Mix and then, like, I don't know. Scarecrow Mix is pretty much, like, the coolest thing that he kind of has. And that and doing, like, very unique combos. Like, I digress. We got the goons coming in. Okay, cancel. Back to the wall. Super. You wanted to touch my flower? I'm trying to save the planet. Let me take your shin.
Shins are gone, and so is that Baiken, as ME29 already going to be able to take that first game, shutting down everything.
Now, for this matchup, I do believe it could possibly be hard for Baiken, especially with her run-in acceleration. She's not going to be able to get into places so quick, and as Fausts, you don't really want them to be near you anyway. We're trying to poke with the scalpel. We're trying to pick at our food without taking a single bite, and that's exactly what I feel like Faust should be doing in this matchup.
Absolutely. But it looks like we're not even going to get the Baiken matchup, as we're actually going to be swapping it out for the Kisk.
You know what? Yes, great Saiyamane. This person is a Kai at heart. I know for sure I've played them on Celestial. Maybe I've lost to them a few times. Maybe I've beat them a few times. I can't currently remember. But you know what? This would be a better matchup, especially using Kai. Having a DP, having a projectile you can send in every now and again just to make sure Faust doesn't just throw the kitchen sink at you. I understand the switch.
Very good switch indeed, and it's really showing to full effect because we got Temmie really locked down in the corner. We get exploded from the bomb though, but we land the super fireball on the jump-in.
Oh, caught your backdash with the scalpel. Will we choose not to go in for the pull? Throw, walk-up throw, confidently as well. Great Saiyamane trying to add on to the pressure. 2 Hugdroid arts blocked as well, so that might be something we can abuse.
Especially as we're continuing to mix into the corner. The YRC saving the day. Can't be doing that in the future.
And he hit on the water spout. We do get the command grab. You're looking kind of nice with the hair explosion. We didn't even get touched by the Scarecrow. It was simply the explosion cross-up that got us.
Unfortunate, and even worse is this pressure is still going on like crazy with the mixes with the mini Faust. But Great Saiyamane gonna be able to get a nice jump in, able to get a throw, and now we're starting to make our way in with some 5Ks.
Well, there we go. We can see that Temmie is not really reacting too much to the Hugdroid arts. Not handling the pressure too well. Scalpel, or send them all the way off with the mix cancel.
Just ducking under that fireball. Did you just see that? Just that absolute read on the hammer there.
Oh no! Oh, 2025, a fully charged dust. Okay, didn't know those happened anymore.
They do, but it's so rare. I think the last time I saw one happened on the Goldlewis player Terachrome at a local. That's like the last time I've seen a charged dust like that.
You know what? When the mental stack is high enough, when you place the cards high enough, you can make somebody crumble with just that.
You can. You really can. I mean, that's literally what we saw there. We saw the crumble happen after that charged dust. And now, in this current state, what can Great Saiyamane do? What is their game plan going to be? Are they going to continue with that Kai? Yes, they are.
Overall, I feel like it's possibly the best decision, especially for Baiken's case. I don't know how well or how much time they put into the Baiken, but when you put all the tools stacked up on paper, Kai should be the better choice.
Absolutely. Kai able to handle a lot more of what Faust puts on the table than the Baiken, especially because you see here a lot of these moments. And of course, the follow-ups really help with Saiyamane game plan, especially as, oh wait, corner's gone.
And what I really noticed as Great Saiyamane doesn't do is actually on the hard knockdowns, we're choosing to go with the lingering K buttons other than going with that charged stun edge. And there, here we go. 4, send them all the way to the corner. We got Mini Faust holding down the neutral. He's on a little bit of a break, but now he's activated. Combo all the way to the hit. Doesn't get the full conversion, but we got the tick throw into the snips. Killing you with a cool hairdo. Timmy on set.
Set point right now. This means Great Saiyamane has to lock in a lot more if they want to win against Emmy. Already starting up very well in the shock state, but still being a little too far for some of these pokes.
Okay, but first use of the fully charged stun edge, not gonna matter, especially when Temmy's still in the driver's seat. Let me see the hairdo, no cross up, just trying to make sure we mix you to oblivion. Scalpel, hold down the neutral. We're trying to get more goons in here. I'm about to say, can Mini Faust pick it up?
I don't think so, but we are able to pick up the trumpet. The Mini Faust just come flying in. A nice sweep coming out there from Temmy. Continue the pressure, continue the mix. Dive Scalpel, the burst comes out. We don't got it anymore for this round.
Ooh, okay, last moments, and have a little bit of meter too. Stun Dipper to be able to get the buddies out, but jump over, doesn't get the confirm, tried to go for a reaching grab, and now it's for a scramble. But it's gonna be Temmy with the last minute jump 2K for the Scalpel for the win.
Always come through for ParagOnline. Speaking of players, we got Terachrome versus CrimpyTie. I'm just gonna say CrimpyTie. Man, my words can't work today.
CrimpyTie.
CrimpyTie. Literacy. I have that skill.
Don't worry, my friend, I got you. And so far, it looks like my man CrimpyTie is going to be the first person to try to really get that aggression on in the corner. Catch your backdash. Where do you think you're going? We're trying to get real intimate in this corner right now. Stroke under the JS, and we cannot press a single button. First blood, CrimpyTie.
Really strong start for CrimpyTie. We're still just running it into the corner off of the dive, trying to open Terachrome any chance we get. Maybe trying to jump out of it. Not able to jump forward though, but at least we get the grab for the corner reversal.
Yes, a back throw incident, and now we can run our yo-yo tricks in the corner. Hey, let me show you something real quick, Grandma. Watch your toes. But YRC, go ahead, get off me, and then a straight 2S. Where are you gonna go?
Big question. We're already just running it again. Able to get a nice poke, get another one. What choice is CrimpyTie going to make? Just gets counter hit and rolled on.
When it comes to these two characters, they're actually somewhat running a similar, offensive game. That high-low mix-up, but, with that set play coming in from Bridget, sets the yo-yo, anti-air. Ooh, a little bit of a slower one. Maybe a jump P, or maybe that actually was her 6 speed, trying to anti-air,
Okay, what's the answer going to be from Terachrome? And you just get anti-aired and beaten to a pulp on the wall, as that's going to be CrimpyTie going to be able to take that first game.
Oh wait, this whole time I thought CrimpyTie was the Bridget.
No, you're all good, bro. You're all good.
Okay, on my end, my bad. All right. Terachrome, I'm gonna need you to do it. Just because I messed up your name, you got it. Okay, don't listen to me. Wait, no, listen to me because I'm commentating. But do it.
Listen, but don't listen selectively to what was said before. Listen now.
Yes,
listen now.
Exactly that. Yes. All right. I was about to say under the chemical love, but so far again, CrimpyTie now going again on the offense, catching the low. So far, these strokes, we're not pressing on these strokes either, especially when they're the light ones. It's our turn. I do believe it is -3 or 4. Oh, but there we go. Preemptive 2S. Make sure you watch your way in on the incoming.
Absolutely. Just getting up so many block strings right now from CrimpyTie. It really feels like Terachrome isn't able to find a way out. Still trying to be able to defend a lot of these overheads coming out from CrimpyTie. But the defense just keeps falling apart over and over. And there it goes.
And one thing's for sure, CrimpyTie is choosing to keep Terachrome into the corner, going for stand-in resets even when they get the actual hit. Going like, all right, we're going to go ahead, run it again, make sure if you can block or if you can't.
Ooh, just able to duck and weave under the yo-yo, get back in for CrimpyTie. Super coming out, gets blocked.
And that is unfortunate. Still choosing to move backwards and just allowing Crimpy more pedal to the metal. So far, backdashing, no S. There we go. We gotta throw out your buttons. Make sure they don't repress us like this. Oh, okay. Quad assault. Continuing the presser burst. Baited, and we're still moving on. CrimpyTie on the prowl.
Another game going to CrimpyTie. Again, really just rushing down against Terachrome, never being able to give them a second to breathe. And that is, of course, what keeps giving them the round wins time and time again. And now,
Terachrome, I don't know if this is cheating. I don't know if this is cheating or not if you're watching the stream. But remember, as Bridget, you do have a DP. Just don't get it baited.
That is true. We do have access to the DP. We did see it before with Angy, as we saw them before on Bridget.
Now, if I see a DP immediately, I'm just like, all right. they listen to the stream. I can't coach.
Yeah, now we're cheating. Now we're cheating. Oh, there it was. It got blood too, but that's fine. You know, we're still in bench. We're still getting hits in. We're fine.
Terachrome, there we go. Super. Let's go ahead and see some offense. Hard knockdown, positive bonus, but be wary. Crimpy does have the 100 meter, but Crimpy, we not choosing the block.
No. Crimpy, though, still able to get back in after the RRC and taking it on the ride to the east side. Going to continue this pressure. RRC not letting you get wall broken here, but maybe dropping what they were trying to get set up.
I think for sure, Crimpy wanted to try to get a burst bait on there, so doing an immediate dive kick, but did not work.
Slightest, and now just trying to set up a 2K2D dive in again, but Terachrome just trying to space themselves out and gets the wild assault on the way in.
We can't drop those, but it's okay. 5-second rule, we were able to pick it up off the floor, and there we go, run our offense. Let's go ahead and get this wall break, positive bonus, and we do have the lively Terachrome. Trying to make a difference here, but getting hit out the getting pushed towards the corner, and we know where Crimpy likes to do his work.
Trying to set up the yo-yo again. Needs one more hit in order to make a run back. Is Roger gonna do it? Yes, they can!
Right, putting ourselves on the board. Terachrome, we got it. See, look, it was off of that one DP, shifting the whole thing. It's like, oh no, they know they got a DP. We got to do something else now.
Shifted the whole mental game there. Great job coming out from Terachrome. Listen to your commentators.
I feel bad now. What if Crimpy comes to me saying, "Hey, bro, what you doing? Aren't you supposed to be neutral?"
That's why we gotta give both of them advice. You gotta give some advice now to Crimpy.
Crimpy, do what you doing, bro, okay? There you go, exactly what Crimpy was doing, making sure we catch him with the stroke, going under these yo-yo pulls. Oh, and that's, you know what, I like it. Terachrome getting out of the corner, giving some space, giving some breathing room, but you know Crimpy likes to hog all the clean air, you know?
Nice run-in again for Crimpy as they're just able to get another wall break and give one last chance in this round for Terachrome to make a difference, and they do with the Roger.
There we go, catching the load. Yo-yo ends cart, but it gets hit right out, pressing a button. There we go. Keep him honest. Keep him honest. Don't let him abuse you like this. Oh, but we still got to block high-low. I understand.
We still got to make sure we watch out for the high. We see a lot of those dash trumps coming in from CrimpyTie, always able to follow up from them. But these lows from Terachrome are really starting to make some pressure, and the tap does too.
Ooh, a little late on the super, but it's okay. We dropped it just to pick it back up again and give Roger a chance to shine. hard knockdown, but we gotta make sure we keep up the pressure. Almost there, and there we go. We're making sure we are not getting away without this perfect Terachrome starting to come on a tear.
7 golden letters really showing just how much Terachrome's coming back here. So close to securing a game 5 against CrimpyTie, but CrimpyTie does not want to let that happen. Getting so many hits over and over again and saving their tension bar, saying, you know, we could probably use it for a PRC, yet right there.
Right, double YRC, or at least a blue RC, trying to make sure we're able to keep on the pressure. Yo-yo hit out, keeping you at bay with the yo-yos. We're trying to make sure we get a hard knockdown here. Build another meter, blocked, punished. There we go. So are we going to keep you here, or are we going to send you out? Ooh, probably wanted to get the super, but it's okay. We got 50 tension on our board. Roger, give me my block strings. The dive kick is going to allow us to get onto our block, and unfortunately, we do get... Oh, that's how you're going to do me?
Like, no, cut the feed, go to match.
All right. I'll let it go, but only for now. But right now, we'll get to this match going in with the pot. Goldlewis, 2 heavy men. He's trying to swing it out, especially with Lshore on the Goldlewis. Counter hit, blue RC. Okay, hold on. Show me the stuff. Double cancel, command grab, come here. It don't matter if you're big, medium, small, you get grabbed either way.
That's the way it is in this game. That's the way that you gotta play against pot. Just know that you're gonna get grabbed. But hey, Lshore just go to be grabbing in turn, and we're already starting our behemoth typhoons in the corner. Keep them up and send this pot flying. No, we don't.
I'm about to say, looking real scary. Now we get the super. No, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go ahead and use this amount of meter to jump over. Oh wait, hold on. What? All right, you got grabbed in the corner. Still almost 100 tension, spending it on an immediate super. Command grab, not gonna get the command grab instead. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. I was predicting the future. No RC, but we don't even need it. Just a close slash to close it out.
I just want to point out that once we're in the new patch, that game actually would have gone to Lshore. Because you saw there, you know, that just trying to do JD, they did it on the slide head, which has armor now, but it won't after the patch. That would have been enough to take them out.
So far, but you know what? You never could be too sure, because things that we were seeing from Mixteen, you know, I don't know how well Hammerfall, I don't even know if the patch is really going to affect Hammerfall break when it comes to the speed, but we know it's going to be a little bit slower, so Pot might not have the same Oki as he once does after hitting 5H.
Hey, I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. Anything to take on this tyrant, I fully appreciate.
All right, Garuda, shoulder, PRC on the way in. No backdashes here. Gotta be careful. Oh my gosh, we just hit our fingernail on that.
Isn't even enough though. Gotta watch out for the backdash. If you don't, you're getting taken out. Lshore, what are we going to do? Immediately Gore Crush into the pot buster.
The round start Garuda, the confidence on Mixteen right now. Double overheads. We're giving you brain damage with the double Hammerfall break. Overhead, no kick, but it doesn't matter. Even if you had the Pompadour, we're still hitting the aura on the cross of it with the perfect. Quick game 2.
It literally just wants Hugdroid Mixteen, just wants to start. There is no stopping them. Lshore's got to find an answer, because once Mixteen's able to get the pot buster and rush in after the fall, that's just it. That's just all they need to do. Also, shout out, gotta go to Team Factor GG with the 35 party raid.
Yes, thank you for joining us here at Paragon Online Guilty Gear Strive, where right now Mixteen is looking to do a 3-0 on Lshore, but Goldlewis has a way. And no, we never want to see a start 5H. Oh no, and the burst is baited. In the corner between a wall and a pot buster is never where you want to be. The command, no, don't do it to him like this.
Oh my lord, but at least Lshore is being able to make a comeback and secure a wall break here. At least get some breathing room, but already, wait a minute, the drone and the block!
Hold on, is this about to be the true combo taunt to a loss? But you know what, the low, Garuda waiting patiently on the hammer fall, and you got hit! There it is, always a combo.
Great life there from Lshore, and already just going in with the wild assault, but still has to walk out for these backdashes because Hugdroid keeps using them to full effect and still catching you on yours.
Oh, karate chopped the machine gun in half. We don't want to see it. Bro slash mega fist, and you got faked out a quick round for the round. Mixteen on set point. Lshore, you can't let him do it to you.
Absolutely not. But Lshore already starting off with a 2 Behemoth Typhoon juggle, trying to keep up with the drone. Has to watch out for these backdashes. Able to backdash out of that pot buster. Good work.
And a grab on the deflect means that we get a little bit more offense. There we go. Another backdash. Chop. Wild assault. Getting pushed back even further. Air grab. Yes, it is. No, Oki mistimed it, and we got the bar for the cancel, but we're still living on the other side, and Lshore gets on the board. We love to see it. You're not gonna taunt in my face and think I won't get a game.
Nice stuff to Lshore, gonna be able to get it back up, but you still gotta get 2 games in there to go. What are you going to do? How can you keep this up? Just try to backdash against those pot busts and make sure that Hugdroid Mixteen cannot get the space that they need to close in on you.
Duel 1.
I know Mixteen right now is feeling a little bit embarrassed after that taunt, but you know what? It's still pot. It's still a very high chance to get command grab and gets all of your money robbed from you. But Lshore feeling the offense, feeling the fire. If anything, Mixteen probably lit a fire under him, but this is not gonna be the fire you want. Stoke it out, command grab, cancel. Not gonna spend the meter just yet. Oh, you will. Oh.
Just getting out of the way a little bit with the super pot, but you're getting minigun to the wall for 45 hits, and a little trade's gonna knock you down, but able to dodge against another Behemoth Typhoon. Running against this laser.
Burn it down, not gonna put too much advantage. A whiff grab, gonna go ahead, send it. And another command grab on the way down. Lshore, again, right now I'm rooting for you, brother. We gotta do it.
We're already starting with another Behemoth Typhoon. Gotta watch out for that gold burst. We gotta find a way in now too against the slide head. We're just gonna be minigunning it, but we get hit out.
Good play on the Skyfish. Another one, again, being able to get the approach. Mixteen on the prowl, but so far we don't have the meter on our side, so we're gonna be keeping this character living.
Punish the YRC with the pot buster. Continue to keep up the corner pressure. PRC find an opening here after the Mega Fist. 2K2D coming in clutch, another Mega Fist, and that is it. Hugdroid Mixteen getting the 3-1.
And it's so unfortunate. You know that you're in the corner doing Robo-Kai and Jam. I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of crazy. But back again with more Millia and more Faust, and already Aspen is getting on the offensive. Like every other Millia I see, but look at that love shaker. I'm telling you, man.
I know, we gotta do something about the love shaker, because if we don't, it's gonna become too much. But either way, we're already seeing Madale just running it down.
Yeah, but so far, I do believe that Faust has some of the button range to actually swat Millia out the air. Good block on the Bad Moon and the art of able to escape the corner. It's my time to shine, says Faust. The scalpel doesn't reach that high. I'm a liar. I didn't mean it.
Ooh, nice start off there to Aspen. Mad Zalel just trying to figure out if they'll be able to get in, but already Aspen starting up their disc. Oki not getting a hit in, but still in advantage. Artemis into the throw.
toss up on the other side, building a 50 tension. How are we gonna spend it? 6P. We got the lengthy arms and the long fingers to try to get you out the air, but Aspen is still on the offensive. Throw, not a back throw, but are we gonna try to escape this corner? No, just taking the pressure with the blue wild assault YRC. And you know what? We're getting real comfortable with that right now, but it's going to be gone soon. Up to the corner all the way, and you still did a lot of damage, especially with the guts on the table.
Absolutely, and you saw right there, that's that super PRC I was talking about before, but it's not going to be saving Mandalel for long, as Aspen's going to take them out and take that first game.
It's like I'm telling you, I'm not a Millia hater, but man, there's so many. It's just hard. Like, what are you supposed to do? And they're gonna tell me to fight back, and I'm gonna be like, how?
I don't know. I personally, I'm convinced that you might be a hater. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. There's a lot of Millia talk tonight. Is all I'm saying.
Yes, there is a lot of Millia talk, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'll stick with my unbiased for now. Haircart carrying you all the way to the corner. Try to see if you could possibly get a burst bait, maybe. But now we get out of the corner. Mandalel trying to find the offensive. Mini Faust trying to help with the block string. We sneak in a throw, and what we're gonna pull out of our bag of tricks? The goons. Maybe we can get it. Yes, we do.
Shooting out the bomb too. Can we get it over to Aspen? No. Yes, we do. Able to explode them. Keep the quarter. Mix. But we're getting thrown in turn, and the hair disc Oki coming out. YRC, can it bring us back into the driver's seat?
Scalpel not reaching, and that means Aspen gets another mix. You won't be able to survive this one.
Absolutely not. Really scary right now for Mandalel, as they're just continuing to try to find a way against Aspen, but just like a lot of other Millias tonight, it's too much rushdown. It's too much in their face.
Oh my gosh, an unfortunate throw, a double bad moon, and it looks like it's not going to be your night, Mandalel. But so far, this is a really great start. Snips, going to go ahead. Let's change up that hairdo a little bit. The locks ain't doing it, girly. It ain't. But let's do it again. The throw. It looks nice on you. Oh, but let's run it back again. You need a trim. Ooh, oh, I was about to say, you were going to come in for a tape too?
Oh, wait a minute, though. The PRC coming in after the Scarecrow. Not enough, so take you out. Aspen is up 2-0, as Mandalel still has to find an answer.
No matter how many trips to the barber that Millia has taken, she's still growing out the hair long, luscious, and not to Mandalel's favor.
Absolutely not. Gotta figure out that answer. And quick, just a matter of time before they do. But Mandalel, they can figure it out. Aspen, though, how are we going to stop this crazy rushdown, this crazy hair disc? Hey, just bring down the hammer.
Yes, bring down the hammer indeed. Throws, so far, it's been working for Mandalel, but now we got to toss it again. Another bomb situation, sending it back. It's only going to be on Faust's side. Mix. We need to go back into the corner, staying in the front. Feeling the pressure, Aspen bursts.
Nice mix coming out there. Aspen continuing to take it to the wall. Get the rose off, but you're stuck in the corner now. Went a little too far, but of course, like Millia always does, able to just jump out.
Being able to 6P the hair cart actually sounds kind of crazy. Close slash on the Artemis. Gonna go ahead, send it to the other side. One hit, Meteors mix. Tried to get it, gets the guard crush, but now you gotta block Millia again. All that work just for nothing. Aspen is gonna go ahead and put it in a set point scenario.
That JH God button is just too strong sometimes with the Millia, and it keeps going into full effect alongside a lot of this other set play. And of course the hair disc, we got the throw. Are we seeing the disc? No, it's that JH again.
so tough. Not only do you gotta block, but then you also gotta be able to check Millia when she's gonna go for that throw. First in the corner, I like it. Repositioning yourself with your options, trying to escape. Don't let it be simple. On the other side, we are trying our best to get any type of hit in, but the defense on Aspen is too good.
We cannot find anything. Wait a minute, we find something after that whiff grab, able to get the command grab off, and we got a banana peel down there too, and the mix. Are we gonna get the fire? Yes, we are. Burn the afro, but we get bursted out.
Oh, that was looking so scary. The teleport in, going for the overhead. There you go. Another Meteor's mix and going for the super, but it's gonna get hit out in time. No, it's not. It's gonna be the maximum amount of damage needed. Meteor. Well, do you not know who I am? I'm like, no, man. I'm sorry. I don't know these people like this.
I mean, sometimes it's like that. You were starting that off, and I was like, what? Where is this story going to go? That was not the route I was expecting. You made it sound way worse.
Yeah, I mean, you know, mixing people up, tag name in a dark room sometimes is just that worse. It's like, have you not been like paying attention the whole time? It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just commentating over here.
Bedman versus Johnny.
All right, Johnny, the bane of everyone's existence, going against Bedman. And you know what? I'm gonna have to check it later too for what changes are gonna be for Bedman. But Bedman is such a unique character to me because when Bedman gets going, he can really get going.
Absolutely. If he's able to zone out with drills or get a good hit in, he can extend for a long amount of time. But meanwhile, Sen, of course, playing that Johnny, and they better appreciate that mobility, especially following up with Mistfinder now before they lose it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they are counting their days. Oh, okay. The error projectile, fully charged wild assault, getting hit by the PRC. Super gonna be bursted out. We still have a chance. Sen. Finder at the end, no card turn up, but another well-timed wild assault, not getting the combo with the overhead. So now we're gonna stick to the zoning, but you know what? My name's Johnny, and I got a misfind.
Misfinders for days, and they're going to continue, especially as we start off strong with the vault. Continuing to block, Mistfinder not hitting this time, as we see Karma just running in, able to get a few more good hits and keep themselves alive. Never mind.
Hard overhead, gonna go ahead and hit towards the wall, reset again, baited the YRC, and going into my what's my name, tell him, hit him with the J.
Johnny Cash rolling through, able to get that super off, hard knockdown. The deflect though coming out from Karma can prove to be very good, but you're still stuck in the corner and you're getting this fine for Sen to take that first game.
Yeah, that was looking real difficult in the corner. Karma, knowing that clash cancel can happen with the 6P, started spamming it even just to make sure that it was just gonna mash again. You know what? And I don't blame him. I would definitely 100% think another Johnny who just saw a clash against Mistfinder will do Mistfinder again. But Sen said, hey, I'm just chilling. I'm good.
Sen's like, I'm just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna do something else. I'm playing Johnny before the patch. I got everything. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna misfind again.
Like, hold up, I'm playing pre-patch Johnny.
I can't believe there's something that you can say now. We're playing pre-patch Johnny.
Yeah, stories always tell of dangerous characters during certain patches. See, Season 2, HC, Season 1, Nagaruyuki, and right now Season 4, Johnny before the patch. Oh, okay, explosion, trying to make sure you get the full charge. There are certain timings where you can actually backdash it, but it can always change up when they land it.
Mistfinder coming through again for a low. Can Karma find a way out? They're getting hit hard, and they gotta answer the question, what's my name?
Shooting the J for the hard knockdown, and with a bar meter on the side, YRC wants to get a little bit of space, but the Insanga still gets blocked. And so far, Karma has been doing so well with these well-timed wild assaults, but Sen is still on the offensive, and it's not going to matter.
Still got the Johnny coming out in full force, just running in, able to get an anti-air, already zoning out with that misfire, and just going to be able to vault a little bit at the end too, get some fire in there.
Now instead, Sen going for the reset instead of breaking through the wall means they're taking all that extra credit to go through the wall with. Jump H deflect still in range for that far S. And it's not looking too good for Karma as Sen takes, again, another set, or another game with a perfect.
Good lord, Sen just continuing to put on the pressure again and again. Again, it is on that Johnny, the misfire, and the follow-up after it too, just being able to always just dash in and keep that pressure up, make sure that KarmaKitsune is always blocking, always watching their back.
Alright, taking some time on the character select screen. Washington just taking some time to breathe, like, alright, he's gonna get nerfed. He's gonna get nerfed.
Mankind knew that they cannot change.
It's just for tonight. It's just for tonight. And then no more of this Johnny. No more. You'll live.
Ooh, but the prediction on the White Wild Assault. Dash up again, throw, card, pressing a button on the way up. Never what you want to do against Pre-Patch Johnny. And now we got a bar on the board.
On the board indeed. Jumping though, coming in from KarmaKitsune. Able to get a nice counter hit too. Cannot continue the pressure, but it's fine. We get the first off. We get a drill. We get another jump in. We're going crazy.
Nice. That's really good. Being able to get it. No, we still kept him here, and with still another bar on the board. Chooses to spend burst. That's a good fair trade, but we still got to be able to get away from this wall. But another card, another misfire, and just shooting the back fist to the head for Sen to be at set point.
Very unfortunate there that we weren't able to wall break, but that's fine. We just run it back. Sen able to control so much of the map because Karma knows how much range that Sen has. He's trying to be so patient, but they still get hit out.
Ooh, but you know what? That Fares had some range too, but the triple dash grab. Oh, the mix. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Trying to bait the burst, but you know what? A grab for your troubles. Go ahead, start building things up with the air super.
Installed right now, gonna be able to burst, but it gets baited out by Sen. A few more good hits, that's going to do it. Sen gonna be able to take out KarmaKitsune in a full sweep 3-0.
I know, man, Karma, it's okay. Less than 24 hours, Millia right now with the throws. Game 1 of this top 8. Let's get it started.
Already starting off with a meaty anti-air onto Hugdroid. Just going to have to force the burst here. Not going to be able to catch that jump in from Echoes as they have to block a lot of what Echoes is putting on the table. But you're not blocking that.
So far, I was about to say good blocks in the middle of the game, but right now it's nothing but Echoes, practically untouched. I don't think there's a drop of HP that's been gone from Echoes. Catching in with the barrage and the throw, deflect, trying to get some breathing room, but right now Echoes is real intimate with it. And here we go, Aegis Reflector on the approach.
RRC able to jump over the super and just finish the work on the OTG. Could it already be able to take that first round?
Their engine revving. Oh, and dropping the buns on them. We're definitely getting the exercise in. Far distance Garuda on the change in, but the heat knuckle gets blocked, and that means a free combo for Echoes.
Absolutely jumping in again with the JH, getting the throw, getting the disc, and already zipping in to try to carry over to the west side, getting another close hit in there too, finally forcing the first, and just pot buster.
Oh my goodness, from a distance, the Hammerfall canceled jump scare coming out the gate. You better enjoy it while it lasts, especially off of that super cancel.
Absolutely, you already know it's going to be getting murdered soon enough, but not this Millia with how crazy they keep breaking that neck.
I'm telling you, man, going back and forth left and right, sometimes Millia's stature just hides herself behind there just like that. You can barely see her by how big Potemkin is, and it's going to be ending on a perfect. Echo's taking first blood in the set.
Gotta remember that we are in the loser side, so if you lose this set, you're out of ParagOnline tonight at 7th place. So there's no more, we just go to the next game in the ladder and continue to rank up our points. Now it's do or die with the life.
That is exactly what was trying to happen here. Mixteen definitely has potential to kill Millia, out damage her even, but you know what the first rule of game is? You gotta be able to touch her. A hard knockdown. And there we go, going into the command grab. Yes, and we do build a bar of meter just for the mix. Command grab, anything can happen, and there it is for the super. Don't even need it, but just in case, RC cancel, going through the break, putting the number on the board.
Great round coming out there from Hugdroid, but it looks like Echoes is not taking that. Immediately JHing in there into the wall. Artemis to finish off that wall break. It already, oh, you get hit out of the sky. You're not setting up a disc tonight.
Oh my goodness, and the armor from that, being able to get out of a sticky situation, taking a trade. Anti-air, no, left, right, I wasn't even there.
Goodness, and here comes the spinning mills too, trying to go in from the behind, able to slide it again. Another hair disc and just JH it. Hugdroid not going to be able to breathe that round.
Not only that, trying to reach out with the far H, want to make sure that we do get some damage. Checking the Artemis flick, give me some space. She's trying to find a way in, but now she put herself in a corner, but we get right out.
And now we got that corner again, wall bounce with the Artemis, slide in there, and of course get the super off, get that hard knockdown to make sure we got a little bit more time to set up that disc, as we're already just going to be running in, but going for the two pokes.
YRC, but runs up 6P in your grill. We don't care about your buttons. And it's going to be another wall splat. Won't kill, but we do get the positive bonus. Mixteen in a sticky situation. The call out on the jump. You get snatched up, but no approach. No approach with the hammer fall.
No, we just kind of sit in the back, and then we just get hit out for the second game, going to Echoes. I wonder what happened there that we didn't follow up after that heat knuckle.
If anything, I would leave it up to a misinput. You know for sure, getting that Oki and closing the distance is definitely the game plan that Potemkin needs, especially against Millia. But you know what? We go ahead, leave it in the past. We don't have time to worry about it. We're down 2 games against Millia. That's flying all around us. We gotta lock in.
Absolutely, gotta lock in now. Make sure that Echoes cannot sweep us to get further into the top 8. But already we're getting hit out of the sky all the way to the wall.
The throw just to set up the disc. Ooh, weren't able to watch her toes. Millia now has a bar on the board, untouched, full resources, and here we go. RC baiting the burst. We know you want to do it, and now you're not gonna have it for the next round. You're gonna have to work for it.
Absolutely, just a little health left. You're getting that hard knockdown. So many PRCs flying around, meaning you're not going to get that potbuster set up, as you're now just trying to find a poke with that slide head, trying to get a good mega fist in there, but it's not going to be enough.
So far, my man Mixteen was avoiding all danger, all situation, backdashes, forward dashes, but good. That's a good start. Being able to get the burst away from Millia is always a plus, but not when she's gonna get positive bonus on this stage transition.
Still got burst in the backseat if we do want to use it to get out of aggression. Already going to spend it here.
Oh.
Able to PRC cancel the potbuster.
That definitely jump scared me. Drops the combo, but we are still able to grab you, pick it up. Mixteen still in it.
Mixteen still trying to make a run back right now. Echoes has to figure out the plan to make sure, you know, that the potbuster does not happen again. And the hair disc Oki, no, the JH Oki, gonna prove to be worthful.
very hard when we're not being able to block these mix-ups. Another positive bonus. RC jabs a counter hit, and that might just be it. Artemis going into hit, doesn't get the pop-up like you wanted, but it doesn't even matter. We're able to clean it up. Echoes on the perfect.
Nice perfect coming out from Echoes there, and that's also going to seal the...
Definitely fast enough to escape the explosion.
Absolutely, but now we are going to be getting into the set. Already see the zoning coming out from Markiplier here, but Aspen doesn't even care. Hair dash in, get your rose off, already trying to poke.
Ooh, but you know what? That love shaker becomes a dangerous tool to use, especially against a character that has a on-block option immediately afterwards. And look at that. The air-to-air already going against the wall, and my man Markiplier is on it.
They were on lock again, as you said, just being able to hit Aspen out. Man, we're catching with those air throws.
Oh, hold on. What's anti-air buttons when you have a little bit of prediction intuition? But you know what? Yeah, you want to burst immediately. If we're already doing well, keeping Millia there, another air throw, and we got a bar on deck just in case she gets a little bit too close for comfort.
Well, she does. That's why we 2K2D after that PRC. Throw you down needs one more good guess. Just trying to keep up the pressure. But here we go, the anti-air. This is now the start of Aspen's game.
Catching him hanging in my airspace, do ya? Well, oh, bad moon, bad moment, but you know what? An opening for Markiplier. Trying to catch him, another air throw. My man is scouting these out.
Every time we see Aspen in the skies, they just get taken out by the sickles of Markiplier, being able to just chain them around with the throw. That's absolutely insane. We saw that guess 3 times. We saw that 3 times being called out.
You know what? You could pretty much call it Zoner's intuition. When they're able to do this, they're able to wait. Daru. You know, hold on. What's your name? What? Did I just see that right? All right, I'm gonna ignore that. I didn't see that. But once again, when you're a Zoner, you're probably seeing the game a little bit differently like other people, right? You're actually watching people jump, trying to catch an angle where they're going to be, not where they already are. And Markiplier is definitely showing that.
Even going forward with the RRC, able to just keep going on this block and get that perfect. Markiplier's on a roll.
This is quite surprising as well. Aspen, we've seen in other games, be so aggressive against other people and being able to run their game plan, but not finding it too well. The command grab, clothesline, getting put into the corner with the Renson. Wild Assault, Rainwater. We want to be able to not only get as much damage as possible, but as much chip as possible.
Absolutely. Trying to spend on the Wild Assault too, making sure that Aspen can't really get started. But there's some folks on that shaker. We're starting to get a little started here. Hair gets oaky, but we still hit it out. One more good hit. We got it.
That one good hit being the command grab, the one on the ground. So far, you gotta think we're probably not wanting to be in the air as much, especially when we've been getting jump air thrown time and time again. And that just spells for Markiplier's adaptation. You see that Millia is now being a lot more grounded and trying to be, trying to close the distance on foot. And it's like, all right, stay on foot. That's exactly where I want you.
Yeah. Just stay on foot. Exactly. Markiplier just doing such a good job again and again, but even if they're on foot, you saw it right there, still doing the Rainwater, still throwing in the sickles, trying to make a guess on if it's going to come back or go for the command grab. Aspen having a really rough time getting in, especially with the burst.
That was real nice stuff from Aspen, being able to thread the needle, going high then low again, now closing the distance. Here we go, time for Aspen's time to shine. And here we go. We know it's going to be the close-ass mix, left or right. You thought it was in the back, but it was really in the front. We had no supplies back there.
Absolutely not, but we got supplies now. We got our burst all full. We got our tension full, but we're still getting thrown by the axle. Were they mashing? No, they were blocking, but we could save ourselves with our RRC and get the round.
immediate launch to the other side, the recognition. Do you know the eyes that you gotta have to be like, all right, this person is blocking, and you're just gonna go to the other side again, staying with the front mix-up. Sometimes when it just works, you do it again.
If it doesn't work, you try it again. Your opponent might not expect that, and now it's going to be able to Artemis as Aspen secures those 7 golden letters and also secures some life on the board with their first point.
Hold on, I wasn't too sure. I think that was like a fuzzy off of the bad moon, but I'm like, hold on, you just get a fuzzy like that? I'm telling, get this character. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, but you know what? What I would love to see is more games, and that's exactly what I'm getting. Aspen putting a number on the board. We love to see it, but we gotta do it again.
Always gotta do it again. The air throw immediately on round start, and another throw into the corner.
How would they say, hold on, if you get 2 more throws, I'm about to qualify Axel as a grab character at this point, a grapple character. Whistling Wind on block, tap dust for the RC, and that's gonna be the round. No, Axel Bomber doesn't finish it off, but you're practically close.
Yeah, Rainwater just gonna finish you off there for a perfect, as it's now set point for Markiplier to try to take Aspen out. Immediate air throw again, and now we're just going into that perfect zoning with the sickles. Bring it back in, jump in from up top, and now we're zoning again.
On the other side, Whistling Wind, and you know what? That's kind of a mind game right there. When you have the Whistling Wind, the tornado in the front, it's like, all right, are you gonna sit put, or are you gonna want to jump over the tornado? And as Millia, I know you have the urge to get over that wind.
But it's not going to happen. Just jumping straight into the Whistling Wind there. Different game. Okay, my fault. All
right, listen. This match, honestly, if I've actually seen a good amount. Having a certain amount of players in the Florida scene, and one thing's for sure, I do not believe this matchup is not that easy for Jacko. Jacko's gonna have a hard time getting out the little buddies out just to compete against Kreeg, and the tech in another one. DSX Machina for the break. He's already getting a tough moment for Brownie.
Absolutely, already very close to death, and yeah, just another shot going to do them in. I'll say this right now, if you're a Millia hater, that I am 100% a Happy Chaos hater.
I think we all are, my friend. I think we all are.
You have no idea how happy I was when I saw that crouching S nerf, dude. When I saw that 2S nerf, I was like, I can actually fight this guy now.
Right, but so far, one of the things that I'm surprised didn't really get changed was the jump 2K, being able to get a nice bit of mix, especially on the cancel for the gun, and just showcasing how strong it is. It just, you don't know when he's gonna land. My man, as Jobber would say, my man is doing the gooba stomp on your head, and you don't know when he's gonna come down.
Absolutely not. Just keep the gooba stomp up, and it's gonna continue to come out because we still got chaos in here. Kreeg already gonna be up 1-0. Joe Brownie gotta figure out a way to really stop Kreeg's options, especially those shots. But already going in, just shooting from up top, and now just trying to run in.
One thing for sure, what she has going for her is being able to press a button, sneaking in some of her offense. But how are you going to do that if you're blocking the entire way? We can't play the game.
Not already just coming in again, trying to roll, not going to be able to break the defense. Joe Brownie going to secure a throw, set up a minion, and now starting some really nice pressure in the corner, but a little too far. We were just watching. We were watching those whiffs.
When it comes against Happy Chaos, I do not blame Brownie at all. In those entire moments, could have tried to do 6H, 6S, could have tried to do 2S. We were trying to sneak a button, steal our turn, and make sure that we did not get oppressed. But Kreeg was just looking at him like, hey man, you can stop at any time.
Just watching that happen. And now getting an RRC to stop Joe Brownie in their tracks. Burst as your last chance, but 2K2D again. Kreeg now going to be up 2-0.
So tough, especially with what approach buttons you have that Kreeg won't just press on. Even if you tried to run in with that 2D, what are you gonna do? Cancel to minion for him to straight up do 2K2D of his own? Oh, okay,
What?
the Venom zoning for zoning? Let me see it. Let me see it. I want it.
Yeah, come on. We need to see some Venom representation. We barely see this guy. I mean, I know he's not crazy, but hey, he's got some buffs. I heard he's got some buffs, so it might be Venom time.
Hey, you know what? Know for yourself. All right, first shot, choosing to go for it. But I wonder what's gonna happen here. Hopefully some of the carcass raids and the shots actually try to push back on this HC, the cancel scapegoat. All right, in the corner, hold down, carcass raid, and I'm wondering, does Kreeg know how to deal with the plus frames of it? Doesn't look like just yet.
Not at all. Literally just gonna be running in, backdashing against the sweep. Joe Brownie gonna continue to zone Kreeg out, but Kreeg is getting in there with the shot, trying to set up a 2K2D, getting that concentration in after the water balloon, but still has to back up.
But you know what, Kreeg is using a certain amount of concentration a lot for these combos and pressure. Pretty much it's the only way you're really going to be able to actually put pressure on this character, but to no avail. It does kill, and that means going on to the next round.
Oh, and already starting off with that Gooba Stompa. That just means that so much more pressure is going to be going for Kreeg, getting so many shots off, but now's the time to reload. What are we going to do here?
Alright, might be the time. Doesn't get their burst back, maybe until a little bit later after this pressure string. Again, running out of bullets, but there we go. Air throw. It's our time to shine. Oh, Kreeg pressing a button on the way up, hitting out, and we got a bar to our name. No bullets. This is where we make the difference. Putting one in the chamber, another one in the chamber, and now we're trying to get the full clip in.
Gotta watch out for that YRC though. RoboKai coming in for the assist. YRC once again. YRC coming out from Joe Brownie. Thank good lord that is going to die with the patch, as now we got some balls getting set up. Joe Brownie needs one more good poke. Gets it from up top.
That was really good movement as well. Noticing the reticle is trying to hone in on them while they jump around, and making sure you get that distance is super important. Now we're getting locked down. Burst, one bullet in the chamber, not much concentration. So now we got to make sure we make them overspend. They get a full clip in.
Nice rush in, get the sweep, get the shots off. We got the corner on lock right now. Get the throw two on Joe Brownie. They got to figure out an answer to get out. Another Gooba Stompa take you out, as it's going to be Kreeg moving on. Possible tonight.
Duel 1.
That's exactly right. Already starting 5K. The lengthy normals coming from this tall statured man. 5K in there. Got the little buddy on deck. Let's give him a haircut. We don't like the pompadour.
Absolutely not. Continue to mix into the corner, waiting to get up, and we're going to commit. There's something else I did not mention before that I think I should mention here. Lurry knows the Goldlewis matchup, literally like the back of their own hand. That's the thing. Their sparring partner in every North Carolina local, every grand finals, is Cherio, one of the top Goldlewises, and they go bar for bar every time. And that's literally Cherio's skin right there.
Yeah,
they
I was just thinking about that. I know Cherio likes to go for the clean orange. Oh, he's trying to stop him from getting the bonus horn, but to no avail. Getting knocked against the wall, was getting ping pong for sure. Oh, come here, 4. Doesn't want to make you get past the break just yet. Wants to keep you in the corner, make you suffer.
The first two, trying to set up with the hammer, mix, back into the corner, gets a sweep, cannot poke after that, but it's fine. Heal up with the bananas, set in the ton, but you get hit out of the sky. Gotta watch out for that laser now, just set up the bomb.
Bomb still there too. It came back because of the laser and the buddies coming in. Going into the super. You dare hurt my plan, I hurt your shins.
That looks like it hurts, but it's fine. We're still alive. Lurry already going to be swimming in through the skies, though, to try to make an opening. But Lasagna Slayer tries to keep the distance and setting up another laser from the heavens.
Burn it down, lands a hit with the Behemoth Typhoon, and it does plenty of damage to close out the round. Even on rounds, trying to see if we can get the last one. A straight up round start, 6 feet.
Okay. Still, though, Lurry able to come in with the Wild Assault and secure the wall break. Already moving in here. Got to be so careful of the drone and, you know, Scarecrow PRC. Nice.
Very nice indeed, being able to teleport behind and get the mix with the meteors. Now dead in the corner, but Lasagna Slayer has a bar on deck. Another set of meteors mixed. You don't know where he was going to go. Burn it down. Wants to try to get a little bit of mix on the incoming. Probably wanted that horn mystery, but instead you just got your Nikes messed up.
Just got the Nikes messed up, but it's fine. The Nikes are okay because Lurry going to be able to take that first game, really showing, as I touched on before, the matchup knowledge that they have against the Goldlewis. And now Lasagna Slayer, they were able to get that second round. How are they going to mix up with the main thing that really got Lurry there? That laser super.
Yeah, burn it down, a good way to make your opponent. You don't want to get to your opponent. You want your opponent to come to you, and the plus frames off of it definitely help as well. Nope, laser. Okay, we're just throwing everything in the kitchen sink like it. Tap the horn, get to the wall splat. Now we're gonna run the Goldlewis game Pachenko machine. But did I say a Pachenko machine? I'm sorry, Lurry just said I ain't dealing with any of that. The doctor is in, and you are going to be healed up nice.
And another poke too, already running in, jump up above the drone, mix away from the danger that is Lasagna Slayer as we're just continuing to poke. But that laser super here comes back, and it's hitting again.
Burning it all the way closer to make sure we get some plantain chips along the way, but so far, Lurry trying to keep his distance, knowing that the bomb was going to scare him just a little bit. Going to go ahead, ping pong against the wall, resetting the scenario one more time with the bomb. It's going to be on his side. We're throwing the paper bag. We ain't got no lunch. We're just having you for dinner, but Lasagna says no.
No, not one bit. Lasagna taking none of that, taking the first round, and already trying to Wild Assault their way in. Finds an opening eventually, and Lurry's got to figure a way out of this corner, but it's looking grim.
Oh, looking grim indeed, especially with all the behemoths swinging. Even though if he got the needle, the long needle, we still got the range of an alien in a coffin. It's gonna send it. Lasagna Slayer evening it out.
Nice job from Lasagna Slayer there, really using the damage of that Behemoth Typhoon to their advantage. And as I touched on before, really starting that pressure in the first round with that laser super always seems to catch Lurry off guard.
The things for sure, we're not seeing the. I think I was seeing Lurry playing a little bit more reserved, but I think we gotta send out the items more. We gotta send out the items more. We gotta pull back maybe just a little.
That's literally what Lurry always talks about when they talk about, of course, the game plan of Faust. It's just send in those items and sweep and crouch. That's what you gotta do.
Ooh, back throw, not gonna get hit by the bomb. Invincibility while the animation's going on. Oh, okay, that was like the I know you know. Backdashing all the command grab, backdashing Lurry himself just to get that hit into the super. That these guys must have played so many times before.
Absolutely, I imagine they've played against each other before in these online brackets. The laser comes out again. We're blocking it this time, but gotta watch out for those Behemoth Typhoons right after. There's that PRC again, and it works to full effect.
Especially with changing the corner. Burn it down. We're using all the meter to make sure you are in the corner with me. Behemoth not being able to get the combo, but we were able to get the low, finishing it out, putting one over.
Over there, and already though, Lasagna Slayer just rushing in. The backdash though to be able to save Lurry once again, and we're mixing like crazy.
Oh, missing their Oki opportunity because of the little buddies coming through with the horn. Oh, okay. Slight delay with the teleport. We're trying to change up our options a little bit. But we're going to need that meter-ton, 100-ton weight. Another one. Out the air, then 3, 4, count them up, 5, Behemoth Typhoon, 6, 7 for the kill, and Lasagna Slayer goes up 2-1.
Okay, Lasagna Slayer up right now, really putting the pressure against Lurry. We were talking about, you know, setting up more items, but you can't really zone out and set them up if you got Lasagna Slayer right in front of you, always crushing your head in with that coffin.
Exactly that. The Behemoth Typhoons are being served. Lasagna Slayer saying, I'm here to slay lasagna and serve Behemoth Typhoons. And you know what? I've slain all the lasagna.
So, Lurry, can you continue to slay this lasagna and get that last blood, that last cold blood in?
Playing a little bit of volleyball, full Skyfish. It hits them both. I wasn't sure who was gonna hit. Oh, but we got the trumpet, meaning that we're gonna have a little bit of pressure on our side. But Lurry taking to the skies and attacking on the pressure with the PRC. Burn it down. You're gonna have to come to me, my friend. Ooh, and nice hit. Keep him honest. Push him closer to the corner.
To the corner, being able to tap that dust and continue it up. There we go. Break that wall. And now, what is Lasagna Slayer going to guess? They get jabbed out, but they're just going to run in with the drone.
And luckily for us, even though we get hit by that drone, the mini Faust saving us, but now we got all the pressure. Back throw incident. It might kill? No, but this hit will. Lurry's still in it.
Go. Lurry going to be able to keep that life up. Needs one more round to tie it up. Already able to burst that JD as they continue to set up items. But you got to remember, Goldlewis has a minigun.
Yeah, and especially with full security meter means that we can try to get a hard knockdown at full distance. Oh, and there we go. Gonna run the Goldlewis Pachenko game plan. And you know what? Say goodbye to your life bar. Lasagna Slayer. Perfect. Needs one more round. Ooh, and a step back.
Got the bombs.
Ooh, we're not playing volleyball with you, my friend.
Not at all. Okay, tries to poke right now. Has to back up. Wait for the minigun. Wait for the trumpet to come through. Banana slip. This could be really good for Lurry.
Oh my gosh, that was gonna be a slip and a half. Burn it down. Teleports on the other side. Tried to see if we could get a little bit of advantage. Sneaky stuff from Lurry, but still getting hit. Now we gotta deal with all the behemoths. Try to find a button that will give us the spacing that we need. He flies out, wiggling his way out of a sticky situation.
Go PRC2, try to bring it home with these Behemoth Typhoons. Got you in the corner. How's Lurry gonna try to get out? But this chip is too oppressive. There we go, gets a kick in. Mix, another hit. And we're going to our first game 5 of the night.
How are we gonna get out? And then we fight our way out. We find a way, we hit the button, and we get the anti-air.
Yes, we do, Jen. Yes, we do. That 5K really came in clutch for Lurry to get out and get that win that they needed. Now tying up the set. It's up to this next game to see who's going to be moving on to those winner finals against Kreeg and who's going to be going down to face Markiplier in the losers' quarters.
Right, getting back into it. Lurry, Lasagna, it's been a heavy back and forth. So far, some of the items that Lurry has been putting, which you would definitely call a little bit lucky with the 100-ton weights and the meteors, and especially those horns that he's able to get. But now he's stuck into the corner. Good check on the behemoth. Tried to get a fork in him, even though if it's a scalpel, but getting pushed back into the corner.
Nice, jumping into with the drill and keep it going. That syringe really came in clutch, and now burst coming out. But we got the PRC, but gets called out by the mini Faust.
Spending that burst possibly just to get that horn and try to get just a little bit of advantage, knowing that some of your far distance buttons, or at least burn it down, to allow you to approach is a costly feat, but it does allow us to get the Pulse Flame just like this and to build another bar.
Oh my goodness, and here comes that Behemoth Typhoon again, secure the round, and now we are once again on set point for Lasagna Slayer, and they clutch up here, but already they're getting poked out by Lurry and have to create some space.
Alright, does have the horn on deck, but you gotta find a way if we're able to use it. Good backdash. Gotta use her, but their command grab misses, which means full offense for Lasagna Slayer with the bar of meter. While the Salt plus frames tried to backdash. So super, alright, there we go. We need to get some meter on the board. We know that most likely Lasagna Slayer is gonna use it for this burn it down. So, are we gonna pull an item? No, we try to make the approach, build our own meter.
Absolutely, try to mix into the corner too. PRC out of that whip grab and continue the pressure while the Salt to try to break open. Tap Dust going to prove effective. RRC, the command grab humming and clutch this time. Lasagna Slayer, how are they going to manage? They get hit, and now we're up to a final game, final round situation.
It can only be as tight as it can be, but the thing is, Lurry doesn't have burst on their side, but what's good is that they're able to get this combo started right now. Burst, yes. Anyone who knows it's gonna be meter is gonna spell the game here on out. Full minigun, hard knockdown, jumping over PRC, anti-air Jordan. That's what you're looking for right now.
Absolutely. Oh, we got the command grab coming in right now. Of course, set up the fire with the syringe. Lurry continuing to put Lasagna Slayer into the corner. Not going to be able to get out. YRC, though, might make a difference overhead with the Behemoth Typhoon. Oh, no.
This is not looking too good. Lurry with all the offense in the world, losing the life lead and getting hit with the BRC to the Behemoth Typhoon. It was looking all good. Sorry, Echoes and Brownie. All right, we're gonna get up close and personal. We're gonna see the cat fight happen, and it's gonna be the Speed Demon versus the Pressure Demon.
Which demon is going to prove more effective? Seems the Pressure Demon already putting in the work with all of these minions. Echoes can't really get their way in. Now able to, and sets up the disc. Okay.
And you know what was kind of good for Jacko going into this matchup is able to cover certain amounts of distance and areas with the minion, but that's if we're able to have them join the party. PRC and Blue, you know what? I like that. If you know that your offense is already going to be taken, why not compensate it and trade for the meter instead?
Nice PRC, but not enough. Just going to get 16 out of the sky. Joe Brownie going to stay alive and already start up strong with their normals in this second round.
At 5K definitely had some range on him for sure. The stilettos, you know, gonna have to go ahead and put him into the bag because right now we're losing that offense. But we do have a bar of meter if we need to use it, but it's still nothing from Echoes here.
Absolutely. Echoes, though, able to get that wall break, but there we go, that TD again coming through from Joe Brownie, able to stop Echoes in their track. Oh, we're sliding all across the stage.
You know what, good loads, good TD, gonna take him all the way to the corner, cancels with the minion cancel, adding another minion, YRC, that means it's gone, put you in the corner, and you know what? Story oldest time, Mirage, you thought maybe it would have been Love Shaker, I feel you, but the Black Throw incident gonna change the opportunity for Brownie and opens you up.
Opens you up and takes you out, securing Joe Brownie their first point on the board, really showing that Echoes is starting to get a bit tripped up by a lot of these options coming out from the minions, from the PRC, able to set up so effectively for how Joe Brownie wants to play.
Ghost definitely traversing the screen, getting around these minions, but how well are we able to take our turn against Jacko? Someone who's known for stealing their turns in a moment's notice. Okay, minion hidden from the alley-oop, top rope, the range.
Goodness, and we're trying to continue the pressure. We get bursted out though, that's fine, because we're able to get a solid anti-air go to the corner, and there we go. Get the super. We're getting that hard knockdown. We're going to be... Oh, wait, no, we weren't at the wall. We were so far.
You were very far with the Glaceon driver, but I didn't expect for it to not break the wall. But you know what? Sometimes when your opponent doesn't have the burst on the table, it could be a better option to just take that hard knockdown and keep them into the corner so you can continue to run your offense. Almost like this. Are we going to choose to break the wall? Oh, missing the Artemis. I think we definitely had the intention to. Back throw incident, and we know what happens with these. That was a little bit weird. The minion kick hit late, way behind the minion.
A little weird. Even weirder though. Gonna be seeing so much coming out from Echoes, but that RRC just putting it right back in favor of Joe Brownie. And you don't got that burst yet, so you're getting hit with that super, and you're gonna be wall broken. This is your last shot this game.
Oh, okay, try to wake up with a gold burst, run up 6P. We're not playing conservative at all. Pedal to the metal. If you're not ready, I am. One mix could do it. Choose to spend your burst, and we're going to make sure we do take it. Using the minions to cover the rest of the options, you are not approaching me with me and my homies on deck.
Sometimes just throw out a minion. Stop them in their attacks. Break check them. Minion, you're done. Echoes has one last shot in this next game. If they do not win this game, then that's it. They're gone.
All right, time to find a way to change our tactics. Game 3. What's the first start? Trying to start off with the 2D long limb, long buttons. Oh, and a Kobe. Kobe would be proud, tending the ball up high, minions, and tracking you down. Press again and again. But there we go. We know how to take our turn back.
Trying to continue to hit in. Echoes though able to chase onto the wall. Bad mood. Wall break. How is Joe Brownie going to respond?
I don't know why that combo looked like it does so much damage, but so far we're just sending all the homies in YRC from a distance. Artemis combo, ping ball machine, and we do take the break. Doesn't get the kill either, and Brownie is sitting on nearly 100% tension, going on that 50 after the spend. We just need to touch you once, a cough, a breath, something, a poke on the shoulder just to kill this Jacko.
Anything right now cannot get through because the minions though, PRC gets caught by the minion in the air, set up another one, and we're not able to breathe our breath on Joe Brownie. Still able to take that round as now it is set point.
Oh no, and a kick on the other side. Good job blocking the mix, but we still got to deal with the minions. Run up 6P. It's been working out for Echoes.
Has able to throw, tries to mix up with JH this time. Still though, Joe Brownie able to defend a lot.
Goes on driver.
Boom!
That's a hefty amount of damage. Also getting some Oki on the way in. The minions are coming out, and now the pressure and the risk that's up. Yeah, you gotta burst if your name's Echoes. But here we go. We get some mix. Gonna take it to the other side. I'm sure Brownie's not willing to spend his burst, but he will spend the YRC. There it is.
Spending the burst there too. Trying to go back with the minion. Has to watch out, but the JH pulls through and is now going to punish Joe Brownie for spending that burst as we go into the third round and already going in after the Capel with the JH.
This is kind of how you want to start it, and with no burst on the table, nothing but combos, and you hitting Daco. Now we're going to get the positive bonus with a 15% tension already on your side.
So good coming for Echoes right now. Even more though Joe Brownie is
even though that minion was there.
That's the thing. Sometimes you don't even know where the minions are, but and it gets you too.
So far, again, another baited YRC, and Echoes finally getting a tally on the board. Good stuff.
Great comeback there from Echoes. Really calling out mainly those YRCs we see at the end. Joe Brownie trying to use those to get back into aggression. But every time Echoes is just able to call them out.
Alright, if anything, so far it's a battle of who can get their pressure first. Both of these people have immense amount of pressure, especially on their characters. Millia on the mids, Jacko with the pressure as long as she's able to get the minions out, and that's exactly how this is going to start. Bursting early, doesn't want the damage to get too crazy before anything gets going for real.
Either way, though, we're crossing up with our minions, trying to throw another one behind Echoes, try to pincer, tap dust, and they're already being taken out before we can even do anything. That's the 7 golden letters right there.
Brownie felt way too comfortable during that round. Maybe we were on block for just a little bit, but then eventually we do take our turn back. Backdash on the throw, and this is not looking too good for Echoes into the corner. No Glaceon driver just yet, but that could be the opening Echoes needs going back into neutral.
Nice burst coming out there to 2K2B. Hair Disc Oki trying to go in with the JH, but either way, trying to zone out with the fireballs. How are we going to get out of this corner?
Alright, Bell, what's that, Bell? the burst, or at least the YRC not being able to be taken care of, dropping the combo, not finishing our food, but are we able to mix good blocks from Brownie, but weren't able to guard the stilettos, and that's going to be Echoes, making it another round to get to, so that way he can even out the set.
Okay, Echoes is going on a tear. They're trying to make the run back. Has to go full floor screen, but hey, you just run in, get a poke, and your wall break.
Alright, that's a hefty amount of damage even on Jacko. Alright, PRC not being able to get the full combo. Good throw rate back to neutral, but from the top rope comes down the Millia hammer.
Go from up top again, trying to cross up with both of the minions out here right now. Backdash gets JH. That's not what you want to see. So much pressure hits you out. Another game 5 tonight.
Very fortunate for Echoes. It could have spelled disaster, especially with Jacko having 2 bars on deck. Anything could have been the world, and then going into that minion super, it would have just been chip on chip on chip until you had a dead Millia. But fighting tooth and nail for this game 5 situation.
Absolutely, Echoes has really been trying to make this comeback into game 5, and now that they're there, how are we going to rock it out? Already trying to rush in with the bad moon. You're not sending up no minions to throw too.
So far, trying to evade that throw with a triple backdash, but Jacko spending their burst, getting a minion out. Burst, yes, this is a perfect opportunity. Empty low, cross up, blocking both ways. My man definitely looks before he crosses the street.
Absolutely, but Brownie, look at everything they have, and they got the tap dust and another one situated, so you already know that the damage is being put onto Echoes. Could be 1 tap left for life. If they get hit, they are gone, and there's that hit.
And that wasn't even a combo either. It was a press on the way down, and then a 2K on the floor. Pressing a button was Echoes, so now we have to make up for it with the mix. All right, cross up. No, back in the front. We know he loves that, but everyone is expecting that cross up.
Oh, nice hit to just rush in. Final game, final round, once again, baby.
And that is an answer from Echoes being able to get the round started. But Wild Assault, Artemis, pressure loss, and now we're out of the corner with a million, getting ready to spend 50. No, doesn't build it just yet.
Not having to backdash a little bit, save some life, but watch out for that JH. It's going to cross you up, especially as we're going straight to the wall. But Joe Brownie able to get a throw in and start up their own pressure again.
Oh no, NM, I don't know if this is the end. It just might be, and it is with the wall damage. No, but still 50 tension on Joe Brownie's side. A whiff on the gold burst. Your one and only chance to try to come back. Scouted out by Joe Brownie. Right, Lurry, Markiplier, that Axel, long buttons against long buttons, but Lurry, go ahead, get it started. You know what, pretty boy? You look like you'd look better with an afro. But oh, you don't like it? You're trying to backdash on me?
I'm trying to backdash. Might try to do something because they're hitting in from the sky. There we go. There's the fire. And we're going to be getting another afro in to reset, but we still get that crazy damage.
Yes, and crossing up with the Scarecrow PRC, 100-ton weight, the mix. Oh, nothing yet. Still being able to keep the damage. Oh, the meteors! You didn't know what side, but Markiplier guessing right, but only to get thrown on the end.
Unfortunate there, just going to be thrown out. Lurry already trying to find an opening. 2K2D though. Markiplier coming in clutch again with another low. And now we're full screen. You got to close this distance now, Lurry.
Ooh, there we go. 2 Rensons into explosion. Keeping Lurry at bay, even though if you got long limbs, I got long buttons. And combo against the wall, doesn't get the hit he wants. 6P, mix. Trying to chase him down. Oh, teleport again. Oh, the 2K check.
Always got to watch for your opponent trying to do 2K to keep themselves alive in these types of situations. Lurry doesn't care though, just get a J2K into the wall. There we go with the Wild Assault, Scarecrow, mix. Keep it going, but again, 2K2D.
Doing a fair amount of damage, Lurry, but the Renson can add up with all that chip. Rainwater. Gonna go ahead, almost said Sky Uppercut for some reason, but the Axel Bomber not getting the wall break.
Force a burst there too. This could be either of their last chances right now. So close in terms of health. Lurry trying to be so safe against these long range buttons, but Markiplier still able to get him off for some chip. Some damage, so close to burst too. BRC, what are we gonna do?
So far, oh no, you're getting your sickle outrange, or for the hole-in-one from 70 feet away. Lurry, just outside.
Just outside that range and going to be able to clutch up to secure that first game. Still getting zoned out a lot from Markiplier there, especially from those 2K2Ds too. That was really tripping Lurry up. Gotta be watching those lows.
Not only that, gotta be watching out for those Renson and command grabs, going with somewhat similar animations, but starting off with the 2P, knowing it's a long range, fast button to start off the round with.
A2D again, Trumpet going to Markiplier this time, gonna send in the brigade as they're continuing to just put on this pressure. Full screen, but Lurry coming back in, able to start something up. Never mind.
Ooh, that was some crazy stuff there, using the low to be able. Now command grab, mind if I cheat. Frozen times the world though for the triple Axel bomber. You know what, not doing too much damage because of the guts, but still fair enough.
Trying to chase down again. Markiplier stuck on the wall. Lurry gonna take full advantage. Just go club swinging as they're already getting 2K again. Command grab going to stop time again for the Zaward as another super.
No, not with the style. You know what, when you have all the time in the world, I understand, but I saw maybe a little mini teabag before that Axel bomber. Markiplier kind of getting over their head a little bit.
I mean, they felt good in that round, but you still got to get a leg up against Lurry, especially as they're mixing you into the wall and breaking it too.
Okay, positive bonus. Lurry's side teleports in the air, anti-air J's finding their mark into the tap dust. And you're gonna get a wall bounce here, maybe even a kill. No way. It does! Oh my goodness.
Lurry just brings it back every time. Markiplier still has the option for that burst if they want to, but Lurry still keeping the pressure. Not anymore as Markiplier starting to get that full screen they want. Never mind.
Okay, being able to jump out using the Wild Assault jump cancel. Not going to be something. It's going to be a thing of the past later on, but you know what? Right now, it's our best friend. All right. Stopping the world times. The Worldo again. Axel Bomber. Double. Again. Oh no, rainwater for the hit, but it's okay.
That's fine. You know, we didn't have enough tension for a super or anything like that, so it's understandable to go for just a normal like that. But either way, getting so much chip damage right now. Verso has to come in last second. Not going to be enough. Markiplier tying up the score.
You know what? I like that. I love it. And you already saw what the button was going in, knowing that Lurry was fiending to catch that Afro on fire. And Markiplier immediately choosing an anti-air button to prevent that. Great intuition.
Very good call out there coming out from Markiplier. Seeing how Lurry usually just tries to go immediately for the syringe, secure the fire against the Afro, but making sure that that doesn't happen. Now tying up the score and seeing on this round start in a neutral state, what's going to happen.
You always know that game 3 is always so important. Having that game up in a best 3 out of 5 scenario. Bomb playing a little bit of volleys here. It's going to be in Markiplier's court, but the offense is going to be nothing but Lurry.
Nice, being able to just bat a swing, getting you straight into another side of the stage. Already going in with the 6, already getting with the syringe. Get another one, get that slash, get that kill, move on.
So far, Markiplier has been trying to use that low hitting 2K to be able to draw in some of those high hitting buttons. But that there, going deep in with the syringe, pull in, come here, come closer.
Trying to set up another whistling wind right now, continuing to poke with the sickles, trying to get the bomb in. J2K though, stopping in the tracks. Markiplier has to find a way out of this rough situation. Not going to happen on this side of the stage.
A good amount of RNG blessing Markiplier's pockets on the way into approach. Super gonna need some tension on this to try to get in the last bit of this HP, but Mini Faust gonna go ahead, hold down the neutral. Afro means it's gonna bounce your way, but just going over it is Markiplier. You're in the air, well, so am I. A little bit of a pick-me-up on the way in. The banana actually just gets blocked out, or I think hit out.
Yeah, and now we're just trying to jump in again. Lurry's got to find a way to really get Markiplier caught off guard. Sending in tons, sending in hammers. Still though, getting zoned out a little bit. 2K2D again. And Markiplier, once again with those lows, keeps themselves alive.
Such a scary opportunity when you're able to pull them in after the Renson. Oh, well, Mini Faust not getting untouched said, "You're good, my good man. Keep doing what you were doing, back as you were."
Yes, just continue to do as you once were. And now we're going straight into another super. Securing that hard knockdown on the wall break could be really good for Lurry to start up to get some items thrown, or at least get how they want to play in this next part of the stage. Just go immediately with the syringe.
That was a deep syringe for sure. RC for the cancel and for the game, going to Lurry.
Up 2-1 right now, just needs one more to send Markiplier out of the bracket. You just have to make sure that we don't go full screen. If you don't go full screen, you're going to be able to get the dub.
All right, if your name's Markiplier, I know you're quaking in your boots just a little bit, but you know what? Gotta get your beans and toast and get back in there.
Absolutely. Just gotta be able, you're fed up, get your beans and toast, get your fish and chips, what have you. Get back in and try to get that full screen damage against Lurry, but you're already being ran down, you're already being command grabbed. Command grabbed again, loop it, why don't you?
Hold on, you look like you needed a trim. Let me go ahead and help you out right there. Just guard on the Renson. We're gonna go in here nice and slow. Walking and blocking is sometimes the game, especially in Guilty Gear Strive.
Going in for another syringe. RC coming through, really juggling Lurry. We have the full screen, but we're opting to just jump in, try to set up another 2K2D or another low.
All right, trying to avoid the Mini Faust patrol. Doesn't get activated, but we're still getting here with the 2K2D cross up. Might be enough damage on the table. Doesn't spend the RC for the cancel. Instead, tries to go for the teleport. Another volleyball volley? No. We're going to close it out with the J2K. And that's going to put Lurry at set point.
reset point now. Markiplier really has to figure out an answer to everything Lurry's been doing, especially as they're getting ran up. Meteor activate, Scarecrow PRC. No, just Scarecrow, but that's still going to provide so much damage.
Alright, escaping with that 2K2B Whistling Wind teleport 4 to get some more distance, pushing towards the corner, but we're out of there. Bro, anti-air, you're able to anti-air even with a slow-mo hit against the wall, not getting the conversion they wanted.
All has to do another rainwater, has to continue to try to zone out. Lurry tried to rush in again, but got flagged down. As now Markiplier are able to tie up the rounds to try to keep their game life.
Alright, getting a little pick me up. The minions come in. Jordans to break the wall. Approach, 5K. Alright, oh, watch out for that scalpel. And try to go in. I wonder what's the inputs on that, because you gotta really have some fast fingers to get that on the teleport.
So amazing inputs from both of these players, honestly. But either way, we're still seeing Lurry rushing in. They got the Afro in, but you know, just gonna throw it away with the bomb. Try to get in. Scarecrow PRC again. YRC. Are we gonna be able to live it? Mini Faust Army actually helps us out there.
Oh, and had to spend the burst, knowing that the last moments after the close clash still could hit, but it doesn't matter. RS to West gets the hit and gets the game. Markiplier, even though if he fought hard, it is going to...
Duel 1.
I really wonder, it's probably not going to matter because of the gun, but I digress. We're going to find out what is and now going into the match. Now, one thing's for sure, what's always great, Kreeg spending his burst already. Could be a way better situation for Lasagna Slayer getting put through the wall with the DSX Machina, but he will have full burst.
Full burst indeed coming in. So for Lasagna Slayer, already going to be popping in. Positive tension though on the side of Kreeg. Going to rush Lasagna Slayer down. YRC not going to save you.
And you know what? My man was screaming for him to get a chance to play the game. Trying to use the YRC to escape the corner, but predicting it before it even happened was Kreeg. And the bullets are going to go ahead and clean up the rest of your HP.
Absolutely, just get the rest of that chip off. Kreeg already starting out strong, but Lasagna Slayer this time around, starting with the Behemoth Typhoon, not going to be able to finish though, as the shots already are being fired.
Alright, the focus up. You'll be taking a little bit of time while we're blocking these strings. It's already gone. PRC didn't watch your toes, so that means you're taking the full brunt of these behemoths. And you know what? We may be a big fella, but we got some range on us. We got a little bit of length there.
Absolutely, you know, we were able to reach far and big, get anti-air too, as Kreeg is going to be able to chase you to the wall. Deus Ex Machina going to be able to break it, go back to where we just were.
Alright, so far unblocked, burning down has to be coming anytime soon. You approach me instead.
Able to take that round 2. Lasagna Slayer keeps themselves alive, already going in with the JD, but gonna be bursted out.
Alright, minigun, and it does hit, which means a hard knockdown, and we get the approach as Goldlewis. No other spot we would rather be in, but the backdash on Behemoth. We're trying to keep Happy Chaos in a tight spot. Spend it all no matter how much you need the burst meter, overhead, security meter. We need it all to make sure this is a dead character, but we're still in the corner. There it is, the completion, and we spent all of it just for the game.
Just spend it all. That's what you got to do near the end of some of these games. We get reset with every round in terms of our resources because we are playing an Arxis game. So you got to make sure if you need to spend them all at the end, spend them all at the end.
Yeah, for sure. We literally spent all of those resources just to make sure Happy Chaos does not escape the corner. Because you know, once that happens, you give Happy Chaos a little bit of breathing room. It only takes a few shots just to put the curse ball, get our focus back up, and then, okay, we're playing the game again.
How are we going to compete right now? Just have to wait and see, especially as we're already getting our gunshots through, but they're not going to be able to break through the defense.
so far who was having defense was Kreeg with the IBFD, and now we're running our own offense, all thanks to that one moment Deus Ex Machina through the wall.
Well, indeed, gonna be going crazy, especially as we're continuing to lay up the pressure. First, though, coming out, Lasagna Slayer trying to get something going with this laser. Ooh, we weren't watching. We were trying to Gooba Stomp.
But no, the main thing is that when Happy Chaos does have the gun out, he isn't able to block. So the moment he does do the Gooba Stomp, he's not able to cancel the gun.
Oh my goodness, such a good call out there by Lasagna Slayer then.
And a call out on top of that with the YRC bait. Lasagna Slayer putting another one on the board.
Nice job, but already being shot out and thrown by Kreeg. Getting so pushed back into the wall. He has to find a way out.
All right, another offense. You know what? I think I'd take the trade for the distance as well, because we got the drone up. Jump in, try to find any way to catch you on block, but you know what? You put yourself in the corner. Time to run my offense. Happy Chaos in your face. 2 bars, tap dust. You know what? You're looking pretty. Let's go ahead and mess that face up.
Mess it up, gonna be able to send you packing. And we're already trying to shoot you down. Concentration, just gotta shoot the gun to no end. Lasagna Slayer not gonna use the burst there because we still have another round and we could try to take this game.
If there's any moment we know is when Happy Chaos has the offense to themselves. We don't let the burst go. We keep it for another day, and it looks like that's gonna be a little bit longer of a day because we spent some of it. Oh, missed the gun. Okay, we still get the duffs. Where we don't have bullets, we got hands.
Okay. Nice RRC though, continue for Kreeg, but now, once again, seeing that laser coming out, and we're not gonna be able to block, but we just outrun it. Just outrun it, that's all you gotta do.
And you know what, now seeing it, that's probably what Kreeg wanted to do last game, thinking about the distance that he's not getting touched by the laser, burn it down. Actually just goes like, hey, like it's gonna run out of battery eventually. It's gonna run out of charge.
Yeah, eventually it's going to stop, but this time they were able to bet on it and succeed. Going to be able to tie up the score 1-1 against Lasagna Slayer.
You know what? That's just going to put a little bit of information in Lasagna Slayer's pocket, knowing that, all right, anytime he really does it, he's trying to go for, you know, a certain range where he's just going to outrun it. So we do it when they're a little bit closer, when they're closer to the wall, and there's no other choice but to accept the laser incoming. But dashing up on round start while the South counter hit, just guard, and the defense again coming out from Kreeg, catching a counter hit right on top of it, a mid-charge dust combo for the Deus Ex Machina. We may not like Happy Chaos in this house, but better believe he still got combos.
We still got crazy combos, able to carry so much with that gun into the punch. Already seeing once again, can we outrun it? We can out-time it while getting that wall break. I imagine if we didn't, we were getting hit by that laser.
Anything, like this man is running away from death, and so Kreeg going back to the offense. 2K, 2D, throw just for your troubles. Sometimes it's so scary when you're dealing with all the other options, and then you get snatched up just like that. Back throw incident, and it's time for Goldlewis to shine, especially with a burst bait.
Oh my goodness, PRC coming out there too. RRC, what you gonna do? Trying to stomp from overhead, try to shoot. Once again, get the throw, try to get the knee. What else we got?
Right now, we gotta chase down this Happy Chaos. Only 1 bullet in the chamber until we loaded the full clip, jumping over the minigun, and you tried to grab me? I don't think so. Keep those grubby mitts off me. Not enough time to burst. Taking a reset chance. And you know what? You know we want to spend that burst. It's so close. Spending it on the wild assault means that we don't need to do anything else. Waste our time, shoot the bullets, but no concentration.
Try to go for the Goober Stomper once again, trying to find any open they can, and there we go. Kreeg gonna be able to get the second game and get the lead in their favor.
And that was very unfortunate, especially after the Goomba stops, because when Happy Chaos has no concentration, it means there technically is a gap. But I believe in Lasagna Slayer's mind, he still had the gun available and he was probably gonna get mixed for it. But I feel that. We were conditioned when Happy Chaos came out. It's okay. We were conditioned when the move came out for Happy Chaos.
We were conditioned then, and now we just gotta make sure we adapt. All of these changes. Already though, able to eat and shoot, gonna be able to get a nice wall break, and already starting up the pressure. No front for you.
Alright, activating the burst and the drone, which means you're gonna have to, oh wow, you know what? Kreeg just knows this matchup, or at least knows the situation so well, evading the 6P with the BRC down and evading any scenario with the PRC. We've escaped practically every color of roaming cancel there is to be. Kreeg cannot be opened up.
Absolutely not. Still trying to shoot Lasagna Slayer out. The knee gets backdash. We're just trying the Behemoth Typhoon like crazy. One more good hit's gonna do it, and the JD's gonna secure that round.
JD going right over that far edge. Tried to push him out the way, but instead we're gonna take it for the round start. Doesn't get the startup they wanted for the concentration. There we go.
Another one. Look at that shit go, but it's fine. We get YRC though, that might not be fine.
My man is just swinging and it's working for sure. JD got anti-air, kick him, pop him back up, but doesn't get too close to the wall. He wants that positive bonus. Throw. All right, sit down, be humble, and take the tap dust on the way, and bullets for the finish. Let him fly.
Fly indeed, and now Kreeg is going to be on set point. Meanwhile, this is survival point right now for Lasagna Slayer to try to continue to secure a game 5, and already not looking too hot, but we can always make the comeback.
Yes, we can. Oh no, the clash on it just for another Behemoth Typhoon to come out. Just guard, allowing you to get some space, good defense, and as I say that, about to hit a down the system. Not met security meter available, so no drones coming after. And Rat wake up throw. Oh my goodness.
And we're securing that hard knockdown once again with the Deus Ex Machina. Both of them still have burst if they want to stop either of their pressure, especially with this being the last round. Already though, seeing a throw coming through, the burst being blocked, but we're not going to be able to punish it. Meanwhile, Lasagna Slayer from up top getting so much chip. Kreeg, you need to do something here. Yes, you do. Continue to shoot. Continue to punch. Just go all the way to the other side.
Ooh, but we ran out of bullets at that moment, but to no avail. Where there's a bullet, there's no bullets, there's a way. And that's going to be it. Kreeg moving on to grand finals, and Lasagna Slayer gonna be waiting to see who's gonna meet him in losers finals. A tank, while these minions, they can only survive with one hit of damage on the board, and there it is. One already being summoned, 2 join the party, 3. Now it's really a party, and it's gonna be all with Lurry's invite in the corner.
Lurry though trying to get their way back into the middle, gets swept once again. Joe Brownie really trying to zone Lurry out here. RRC gets another opening. We're going to the wall, but we're not going to be able to actually get the wall splat. We get the sweep though, we get the perfect.
And Joe Brownie untouched, but gotta be able to stilettos coming out. You got a little bit more range than your fingers, sir. I'm sorry. Gotta watch your toes. Every leg possible, making sure we get a stretch on Mix just finally. But I think I did see a close slash get caught up by the Glaceon driver. You know what that means? One's company, two's a crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. I did not. 3's a crowd. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that.
somehow ended up with like a music reference in my head, but I digress. Going closer to the corner, air to air, you ain't going nowhere. PRC for the burst, and that's gonna be game 1 going to Joe Brownie.
Nice start off for Joe Brownie there, really just juggling Lurry and making sure they couldn't really get anything started, couldn't get any mini Faust up on screen, couldn't get any items, as now they're going to have to figure out an answer against this pressure demon that we've highlighted before, that is Joe Brownie.
All right, taking some time on the board. Lurry is just like, man, like, all these things being tossed, I'm supposed to be tossing stuff. So far, I do believe that during that match, watching Lurry play against the minions, he was doing a really good job being able to hit out the thrown minions. That's the one thing you got to be able to do for sure. Know which buttons in the matchup are going to be covering certain angles for the minions being tossed to you.
Absolutely. Got to make sure you're looking at those arcs and know how you can kind of just hit them out immediately when they come in. Make sure you keep yourself alive there, because when Jacko does not have those minions on lock, there's going to be a lot less pressure coming out.
All right, starting off more defensively in case Lurry had any sneaky ideas. We got 2 buddies on the board already, and they're coming in hot.
Absolutely. Coming in hot already off the jump. But here we go, Lurry could be able to keep their space a little bit, try to poke Scarecrow with the meteor, able to find their opening, it just gets bursted out.
Oh, there we go, some of the buttons I was talking about to be able to destroy it, but the super PRC getting met with her own Glaceon driver for the finish.
Nice stuff there from Joe Brownie, able to continue to keep the pressure up against Lurry. Have to figure out an answer. Already getting a low into the hammer, and you just get 2K DD'd into your own.
I was about to say Joe Brownie was not here at all. Hold on, the triple a.b.a. Hold on, my man is trying to scare him a little bit with the execution. And caught him.
Not really scaring Lurry though.
Right, trading in back to neutral. Mini Faust gonna make an appearance, but it's okay. He's just there for overtime as he already takes the kill.
Nice job on Lurry there, going to be able to get that kill. Already trying to just swat the fly again for the 6P, but still has to block so much. Swim out of the way, not trying to deal with any of these minions. Just swat them out of there. Try to get your own item in there. As we're just playing this, never mind. No more full screen. We're mix in the corner.
I'm about to say exactly so. Mini Faust holding down the neutral, going in. Oh no, the kick's just going in. Tatsumaki, the teleport in. Wait, hold on. What? How did you even see that? The future sight was crazy on Joe Browning's side. Glaceon driver breaking the glass. Needing some well-deserved tension though, as Lurry has 100% on his side.
At least with this wall break, we're going to be able to build some already at 50 and at 100. Already going to be spending it on this Glaceon driver. Going to be sending you out of this game 2-0 now.
All right, not looking too good for Lurry already. We're trying to make sure we catch up. We're trying to see more games and more games and more games. But Joe Brownie is talking about I need to go to sleep. Or no, my man's not even gonna go to sleep. He trying to make it to this patch. He trying to wait on Twitch and be like, hey yo, just made it to grand finals. By the way, waiting for the waiting room.
Nah. See, their meta is they're actually going to go to bed so that they can wake up for the patch and be well rested at like 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the meta.
Take the quick power nap so that way we can play the patch. You know what? I understand it all now.
You gotta play it, bro. That's how you gotta play it. More so, Joe Brownie continuing to try to get towards that patch. Bait the burst! Good lord, Lurry!
You know what? This might be a fast game, and then
Might very well be. Lurry's got one last chance to make a comeback against Joe Brownie. Already finding a poke, tries to set up an afro. Gonna have to take it themselves into the bomb.
you know what? That was really good, being able to follow up behind. All right, Mini Faust, hold down the neutral, trying to make a play date with these minions. But so far, yeah, go over there. Go patrol that way. I need you to go this way. Thank you. Do your job.
just trying to direct a bunch of children who really don't want to listen to you.
Good press on the cancel, immediate snips. Your hair is looking a bit burnt on the edges. Tried to go for the classic two-piece command grab, but you know what? Joe Brownie on the up and up, gonna run his offense. Has a YRC available, and a little fireball coming on the way in. Meteors missed the entire mark and getting away with threading the needle. Joe Brownie on the tear right now, trying to build off of some of that momentum going into this next game.
Joe Brownie having so much momentum, already starting off strong in this corner, continuing to set up their minions as Lasagna Slayer has to find a way to get out of this pressure.
So far, she's just locked into that off of the tap dust. Yeah, back up off me, half of my HP. Now that we have some of that security meter, we're able to send out the drone, but it looks like he's gonna be needing a little bit more batteries and time to charge up, while Joe Brownie is still on the offensive. Glaceon driver for the kill.
Nice job from Joe Brownie there. Again, always able to get that pressure in, get Lasagna Slayer to the corner. And now, Wild Assault getting blocked, getting just swept on from the JD, as you need to find an answer to start opening up this offense.
Alright, blocking the low, taking your turn back. That's what Jacko is well known to do. Jumping back with the minion, able to block in time.
Very good clutch there from Joe Brownie. Going to be able to get the throw, set up some more minions. Now starting to pincer and set up this pressure on Lasagna Slayer. Meanwhile, they're backing up, and here comes that laser. They're still getting hit, and here comes that Glaceon driver. Don't even care about the laser. We're going to another side.
That's some smart stuff going out from Joe Brownie, knowing that laser's on incoming. Why not use the invincible frames, start running my offense, and get my meter, which is gonna crack down just for us to win game one of the set. Joe Brownie.
Joe Brownie already going on a tear there. Not even going to be able to give Lasagna Slayer any breathing room.
I just noticed that Lasagna Slayer's actual icon and everything is Goldlewis himself. He's loving this character. Look at the icons on my man's screen. He has nothing but the eagle himself and the man of the hour, and that's Goldlewis Dickinson.
Nice, gonna be able to hit that game already. So much pressure, just dragging Lasagna Slayer to the left side of the screen. Already gonna be able to wall break in these first 10 seconds.
You know what? The approach of the drone, holding down the neutral spells all disaster for anybody. But Behemoths, watch your jump, watch your step, because any moment you can get guard crushed.
Has to continue to spin to the wall. Gotta find a low, gotta find anything. PRC backdash against the jab too. We're making sure you get stayed into that corner.
Alright, burn it down. You're gonna come to me whether you like it or not, grabbing the Behemoth Typhoon and breaking your neck on the other side with the cross-up. Man, Joe Biden is... I said Joe Biden again, man. I promise you, you know what? This guy did this on purpose just for the commentators to accidentally say Joe Biden.
Probably. You say the commentator. I never say. I don't know what you were talking.
Alright, look, you're eventually gonna say it, I swear.
No.
Still continuing on the offense. Still has another bar to their name. Are we going to spend it on the super? Yes, we are. Another Glaceon driver. Send them to the other side of this ocean.
So deeply, Lasagna Slayer, can we find an option to get out of this pressure? And there we go. The laser could make something happen here, especially with the Behemoth Typhoon coming in, able to corner switch. Now putting Joe Brownie in there, just taking all these Behemoth Typhoons, but not really getting a combo started. Oh no.
Oh, a super. Get that stuff out of there. And it kills.
Oh.
Gotta check the connection just to make sure my man is not frustrated on the other side.
Hopefully not. We still got a potential, one more game to go through. Potential one more for Lasagna Slayer. They still gotta lock in.
There's a Goldlewis, there's a way. I don't expect Lasagna Slayer to have something in the back pocket. We're gonna take some time to think it over. No, we're just going straight back to the station. My man said, you know what? We just gotta do it. No time to think. We just gotta put it in the match.
If the Goldlewis doesn't work, try and try again. It's gonna work eventually, as already we're seeing Lasagna Slayer once again having to take a lot of this with the minigun.
And the minigun already doing a good quarter of your life on the approach. That was good stuff. Trading with the minions, a little bit better than having them out. Tried to go in for the Behemoth Typhoon, but now we're getting dragged into the corner. And with one minion on deck, no, we're going to go for the RC instead. Burn it down. You're not in here with me. I'm in here with you.
Oh, from up top too with that Behemoth Typhoon, continuing the pressure on Joe Brownie. Nice backdash there. Gets anti-aired, but again, we need a solid hit confirmed. That's one, but no. Just going to have to corner with the drone, able to take their very first round.
Lasagna Slayer finally getting some answers, running their offense, choosing a little bit more defensive options like doing the just guard just to back up Jacko, but now you gotta do it all over again. Now she's gonna start opening you up with the throws, throw again. Now two's company, it's about to be a party, no matter, it's gonna be another Glaceon driver through the wall with this 50% tension that we can use to take the kill. No.
Oh my goodness, a sliver right now for Lasagna Slayer. They have to go from 100 to 0 against Joe Brownie, but with this chip, it is so doable. But no, you get hit by a minion, and now this is potential set point.
I'm gonna tell you, and then it may have been a sliver, but you gotta do more than dream when you have that much HP. It's gotta be a miracle. But it's both around the piece. Lasagna Slayer can do it with the Jacko into the corner, and we are slinging it. The risk is at an all-time high. Stocks are up.
Oh, we're continuing to go. Just Behemoth Typhoon doing God's work right now to get so much damage on Joe Brownie. Now that 100-0 situation gonna be reversed onto Joe Brownie, blocking that laser, but still gotta be fearful of, oh no, we got the Wild Assault.
Oh my goodness, I was about to say, how long is this Jacko about to live? If anything, she's the one that needs the miracle, and Lasagna Slayer throwing everything in the kitchen sink just to get that last bit out. Finally does. And you know what? We're not leaving losers finals yet. We still got more games, says Lasagna Slayer.
Yeah, Lasagna Slayer trying to run it back, not letting this minion game mix him up till the end of time, able to use that Behemoth Typhoon towards their advantage, and now they're like, okay, I'm locking in. You're not going to allow me to get hit over and over, but we still got to get the next 2 games.
Ooh, missing that Behemoth, a little bit smaller stature is Jacko. Minion double used. It's your time to actually press a button if you're able to get past this. All right, on the approach, minigun gonna get rid of not both of the minions. It should have definitely got rid of both.
Usually not being able to take both, but you're getting swept. Could be really good right now for Joe Brownie. Yes, we're being able to get the Glaceon drive. Boom, boom, break that wall.
Right, taking the stage transition, getting that positive bonus. And you know what? With a minion already on deck means that we build so much meter as Jacko. Not enough bullets in the chamber after we've already activated the drone. All right, cross up, super PRC, trying to catch the backdash. Glaceon driver will be blocked. No, it won't if we hit.
Oh my goodness, I thought we were going to be able to block that too, but no, in the end, just being taken out, but already starting off with a Wild Assault and locking in the corner against Joe Brownie.
So far, Joe Brownie has the blocks of a king. Every Behemoth Typhoon, but that wrist is screaming. One tap dust could even do it, but we're still going in with the Behemoth Typhoons. The miracle backdash just to get the side switch, and we got meter on deck, got caught low. Lacey on driver for all the damage. We gotta make this up if you're Ninja.
Absolutely. We do not want to be getting out right now. Trying to space out, get the laser set up. Behemoth Typhoon whiffing, and now the Glacier.
You know what? I don't think there's any way to get out of it. Take a minion to the dome as I move on through the bracket. Thank you for joining us, Lasagna Slayer. Third place.
Beautiful stuff from Lasagna Slayer tonight. Saw them in the ladder format before, able to have close a little bit what we saw in their last match. But now, Venom's coming back.
We took a little bit of time. We actually did scout out just a little bit what we could do as the Venom, but you know what? It's gonna have to count for a lot. Kreeg being on winner's side, meaning that Joe Brownie needs to win 2 sets here in grand finals, but it's not looking too good, especially when we're full of holes.
A little down and out right here right now, getting hit up to the wall. Tap does get the hit, get the break, and just can be perfecting right off the first round.
I know it's not looking too good right now, but you know what? We're trying to meet ball for ball, bullet for ball, zone for everything we can. But here we go. We're getting it started. Carcass Raid, not going to cover anything much, but it will make Kreeg reposition on the screen. And there we go. These shots, every now and again, doing their job, putting a little bit of damage on the board. And you look at it, it's stacking up in it.
It really is. We're already almost half off coming here from Kreeg. Joe Brownie though, oh, we whiffed on the Deus Ex Machina. Unfortunate there for Kreeg, but this allows Joe Brownie to have a lot more life and start to set up.
All right, we have all the meter to our advantage, not being able to get it. We have a ball on the board, but I don't think we'll be able to hit it. There we go, catching you on the approach. Good check from Joe Brownie, but now again, we still have the meter shot. A few more of these. I don't know what you can do. Focus shot? Oh my god, that's exactly what he does. Being able to get over the death ball and now sending him through the wall with the Deus Ex Machina.
Nice Deus Ex Machina there. We still have one more shot on Joe Brownie with that burst. Blocking so much. Tap Dust though coming out. RRC using the burst at the last possible second. Still though able to dodge against the ball. Another ball hits though. We gotta watch out for these balls now. Doesn't even need to.
And you know what? He's just playing with them at this point, knowing how many pool balls you need to take to the head before a Happy Chaos is dead. He just has the blinky out saying, all right, I got the curse on you now. Are you going to shoot one or are you going to let me kill you? And at that point, it's just an ultimatum and not Joe Brownie's choice.
Absolutely. Now Joe Brownie, you know, they're able to zone out with the balls, and that keeps catching Kreeg off guard, but you have to keep doing that. You cannot let Kreeg run in against you.
Exactly that. Already getting started with the concentration, and now we can run our offense just a little bit longer. A throw on the Tap Dust back throw scenario. Maybe we can plus flames on this Carcass Raid. Gonna have to open them up. No super, and you know what? I understand. Just in case you need to actually activate that ball super, that evil eye in there. Yes, choose to spend.
BRC coming out, trying to make a little bit of reverse happen. Kreeg has to find a few more good hits against Joe Brownie. Meanwhile, Joe Brownie just needs that one. Nice anti-air coming through there, going to the wall. Gotta be careful. Cannot get too P'd. There's the 2P.
Yeah, just like that, Kreeg being a little bit too careless with his offense. And you know what? That's what happens sometimes when you're feeling yourself as Happy Chaos. But you know when you got it, you just got it. Baiting the burst and still having their offense. Only 2 bullets in the chamber. It's okay. We pop it up, we clip it up, or we shoot you full of holes. Breaking the wall, full tension. No, it doesn't even matter about the tension. We just get a perfect going into the next round.
It doesn't even matter. Still going to be able to take your life. As now Joe Brownie already getting shot to pieces by Kreeg. Already trying to run in, find those openings, try to get a few more hits. But no, everything's getting defended, but not that Wild Assault.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry to say, man, but the cancels are beautiful coming out from Kreeg. Even though you know you're going to have to hate Happy Chaos, the strings that these guys do with this character are just immaculate. Bait on the burst, he wanted it, he did, but he knows he's willing to spend for it. And now Kreeg, one game away from picking Paragon 47.
That's all Kreeg needs, just one more game to take this weekly before there's a few nerfs that happen towards Happy Chaos, but they'll still be living. Happy Chaos is not going to be going away anytime soon.
And I know Brownie going to choose to commit to the Venom. It might be the only way, because you know you're going to have a harder time with the Goldlewis and the slow walk speed. We're going to have to zone for zone. And you know what? It's starting to work out just a little bit. Kreeg fighting himself out of the corner.
Just trying to fire out so many balls. Both of them just firing all their projectiles. Nice anti-air though coming through from Kreeg, continuing to try to hit Joe Brownie off to the corner.
Woo. And you know what? That's the opportunity you need. A whiff throw means my chance to shine. Oh, but the stinger not coming out in time, choosing to approach because you know you have the curse on you, and it's just a matter of time before he closes the distance with the gun, taps dust just to open you up. The shimmy on the outside, stares and looks at him as he baits the burst. Kreeg, one round away.
Oh my goodness, the Goomba Stompa really coming out, and the head already on round start. Joe Brownie needs an answer, and getting rolled on once again is not what they need. Already half health off as you're stuck in the corner. The throw gets whipped again as you get Goomba stomped.
Oh no, right now he's practically just playing with his food. No bullet, but we got the hands to close the round. No, we're walking on him. We're trying to finish him with the hands. No bullets. It's your time. Command grab. Looking real good in there. You know what? Set up. You gotta do it here and now, Joe Brownie. It's your chance, but you slip and mess up. Kreeg with the grab to finish off the tournament, being your 47 Paragon Online champ.